Gundam fucked a pat labor
Mostly working.
and hit
Legally
every
distinct
branch on the
Gundam.
ugly tree.
It's legally distinct though. You know, it's separate. It's legally distinct Gundam.
It's legally distinct Gundam, yes.
It's legally distinct something.
I mean, like I say, from the back it looks like a Gundam.
Oh yeah.
That is absolutely not a fucking Gundam. I wish it were. I wish they had licensed.
I'm gonna be honest. From the back, I don't
Bandai.
think Gundam. From the back, I think, oh, Sunrise just made a new mecha anime. I wonder what they're doing this time.
The problem
Fair.
with licensing things from Japan is that they are absolute fucking retards about it.
Yeah.
Like here's the thing. Like looking at like the waist skirting. Oh boy, that's just stealing some Gundam there.
Like if you guys have probably seen this happen in GTA 5. I don't know if you guys ever poked your eyes over there for the music. A bunch of the licensed music like ran out 3 years into the series.
Lamau.
Because
you
know.
Oh, okay, that's kind of a nice touch. It breaks through
the music companies saw how well it was doing and were like, oh well, we want more money to renew the license to have our songs in your game. Because you know
that's right.
It's absolutely vital that you can listen to their songs in the game. That's what made everyone come to the game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so obviously Rockstar said, Lamau, get fucking bent, dipshit, and just replaced it with their own music.
Yeah, of course.
Which wasn't great, but you know, it's just, but the Japanese are even worse about it, where they're like, oh. Yeah, you can license Gundam, but you have to talk to us about every future license agreement you want for your game, because now we're associated with your game, and any choices you make in your game reflect on us now. And it's like, no.
Okay, I want to be clear. I think it's stupid, but I do kind of understand where, as a developer, they're coming. Right? Because I've licensed you to Gundam.
Sure.
I don't want Gundam showing up in the same thing where you put in something for, like, I don't know, some stupid fuck-ass rapper who's inevitably going to turn out to be a rapist or a kid diddler.
Sure, but that's different, though. It's like, that's like part of your standard licensing agreement of, like, as per your licensing Gundam from us, you agree to not do anything that would damage Gundam's brand, which is way different from you have to get us to agree to any future collabs you do.
Yeah,
very different.
100%. I get where they're coming from. I think it's dumb. Although
I know for HoloLive, it was a major problem for a long time before they hit English. Where, I mean, even after English started taking off a little bit, the Japanese companies didn't really understand how things work in America. And they were like demanding the English talent do what the Japanese talent did, and whenever the Japanese talent like did sponsor events or like they played one of their games, sometimes the companies would be like, "Okay, well it's been a year, you have to delete your footage of the game now."
Excuse me?
Yeah. Wow.
And so that's why a lot of the longer term HoloLive girls have really weird VOD lists, because some companies will just be like, okay, it's been a year, you have to remove all of our content.
That's stupid.
Yeah, and then HoloLive English rolled around, and HoloLive English was like, no. Management did force them to do it in like the first year or two, but then obviously the fans started complaining because they wanted to rewatch them play.
Well, yeah, they want to go back and watch a VOD or whatever.
Yeah, to this day, if I want to, I can go back to Super Best Friends and watch some of their earliest videos on that channel.
Yeah, and so yeah,
like anything
people were complaining, and they were like, "Oh,
by copyright."
Yeah,
like slammed by copyright, which is why Asura's Wrath doesn't get a lot of playthroughs on YouTube.
Yeah, it's really wild. It's like, hey, yeah, we want people to play our game. Okay, well, can I see gameplay of your game? No, that's illegal. Huh?
That's
What do you
honestly
mean
that's
that's
part of the reason
illegal?
I was thrilled to catch it when Callie was playing it. Well, first of all, because Azura's Wrath is fucking nonsense.
It is very nonsense, yes.
Beautiful,
Wrath
beautiful
is
nonsense.
It's such a great story, though.
Oh, no contest. It's just-
CyberConnect. This Azura's Wrath was where I was like, wow, CyberConnect's kind of like insane with effects.
So,
Yeah.
I didn't go to work today.
Okay.
Partially because I was a little
Okay.
bit sick. And because I went to a family event over the weekend. And a couple people were there who did
my
not
condolences.
isolate themselves after being sick.
Those people.
And proceeded to spread it to everyone that was also there. So, I mean, it didn't hurt me too much. Like, it just made me really drowsy and shit. And
Well, I would
runny.
say here's the thing. It's annoying because I shouldn't have to be dealing with it. I
Right.
am now dealing with it
Yeah.
because you're a dickhead.
Yeah. I don't want to say who it was, but y'all probably can guess who it was. Yeah.
Can I just guess it was a sibling and
No,
eliminate
it
the
wasn't
rest
a
of your family
sibling.
with that guess? Really?
Yeah.
Okay, well that leaves one of the many parental units you've been subject to in
Yeah.
your life.
Yeah, it was my. It
Okay,
was, you know,
all right.
her.
Got
The
a
thing.
pretty good idea.
Yeah.
Oh, there's only one you refer to that way. All right, got
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
say there's only one specific individual.
But yeah, so that was great. And I was like, all right, you know what, fuck it. I was up a little bit late playing with the boys, and I was like, okay, you know what, fuck it. Tuesday's gonna suck massively. I feel like shit already. You know, I'm just gonna call out. You know, I woke
Yeah,
up. To be clear, I woke up at like 11, which is
Oh.
really fucking bad for me. So I was right to call out. Because I basically wasn't going to be showing up for work anyway. But I called out, and I got a text message from one of my coworkers. You should be glad you aren't here. Everything is on fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, that do be how it go.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tuesday after a long weekend, you're gonna get a bunch of smooth brains coming in.
Yeah. Yeah, it was exactly what I feared. A whole shitload of people were looking at the issues they had on Thursday and Friday, and they were like, you know, I'll just bring this up next week.
This can wait.
I'll be the only one bringing this up next week, surely. But no, it does piss me off a lot that these people don't want to hire IT, like direct IT, because I understand that's $60K. You're paying the average of $60K for an in-house IT guy, because this is not a tier 1 dude. This is not a tier 2 dude. This is your whole fucking shit dude.
Yeah.
I mean, you're gonna be paying more than $60K for that.
It's brutal these days. People don't understand the value of IT, so they keep lowering the price, and people keep fucking taking the job. But starting salary for that sort of thing is around $60K now. It's bad.
Sounds about right.
It should be $90K, but it fucking isn't. Again, boomers.
Yeah.
So of course, obviously, because boomers, everyone's trying to scrimp and save a buck, so they go with multi-service providers, and it can kind of work. You know, because again, if you have a very large company, you have two options of hiring multiple IT guys, possibly even one IT guy per location, depending on how many people per location, right? And that can quickly add up to hundreds of thousands of dollars in salaries. The alternative is you pay a monthly cost of around 4 to 10K for an MSP to handle it. It seems good, but again, you have to keep in mind that you're paying for remote service. You are going to get remote service when available, because it's not like this is an IT company personally contracted to only you.
Yeah.
No, you are in line. You take a number and wait.
Yep.
And so many fucking people treat remote IT like they can just put a ticket in and get response in 5 minutes. Not how it
Yep.
fucking works. Oh, but we're
No.
down. That's tough shit. So are they. So are they. So are they.
So is everybody else.
If
Yep.
you want immediate service, buckle up like a little bitch and pay for it.
Now, see, if your company was really clever,
Yeah,
you would add microtransactions.
we do.
Oh no, but I mean like this dickhead's in the queue pay $200 to outbid everyone in the queue and jump to the front, and then let everyone else in the queue know, I'm sorry, user 33 has paid $450 to jump to the front of the line.
Yeah,
Pay
no, my company
$500.
just has a standard of reaction time where we're all supposed to be responding to tasks in under an hour. Can't wait for the massive secure boot bullshit. It's gonna set everything on fire. Yeah, it's probably gonna do that. But no, we're not that level of corporatocracy yet. And I hope we
All
can
right,
avoid
Sneaky,
that.
I need your help to make everything worse while
No.
making us a pile of money. Let's
Yeah.
go be boomers.
Yeah, see, I'm not actually a huge fan of enshittification. I'm actually a pretty negative fan of enshittification because enshittification, the final stage of enshittification is China, actually, right now. We don't even have to wait for a future example. We actually have a modern one right now. China is having a minor issue with its food and other products, but food's the most important because that kills you if you eat it.
Yep.
The problem with China is that they have a law in the books like, oh, you can't use pesticide A. Pesticide B is more expensive, but it's safer, right? But pesticide B, you need to use it more. It washes off. Whenever rain comes, you have to go reapply it. Generally it adds costs to you. And because you want to make the most money, you're going to use pesticide A, which doesn't wash off. But after all, you grow carrots. What does it matter that you use pesticide A? All you have to do when you're in the market is not buy the carrots that you grew. After all, you're the only one doing it.
Right.
I mean, so Sneaky, you're 100% right, but flip side, we could make the pile of money now before someone else enshittifies it, and then we can't make the pile of money.
You're not wrong by that. Someone will eventually enshitify it. However, I do want to counter with United Health. I don't particularly want to be assassinated. And that is kind of where we're going in this one.
I mean, fair, but we just got to make sure that we're not the worst offender. We just got to make sure that someone else out there's a worse offender.
Thank you. Thank you.
See, like, I just don't understand. Why are you guys so against making everything awful for everyone else when we can make a pile of money? It just...
Nice.
Are you really Americans?
What about what now? Sorry, I have my headset off.
I was making a dumb joke based off the dictator quote.
Oh, of course.
Or not
yes,
the dictator.
obviously.
Shoot, what was it? God damn
I
it.
don't know. What was it?
I don't know, but even as a joke, that was like, motherfucker, do you know why the American Revolution happened?
That happened because of taxes without representation. I'm talking
Yeah,
about
yeah.
real American.
Well, no,
I'm
that's just a
talking about
fancier way of
real
saying
American heroes like
shittification.
Rockefeller.
Oh, fucking Rockefeller.
Damn, they might have cut my brownie like a goddamn drunkard, but they made this boy thick.
It's a thick boy.
Indeed. It depends on the remote IT company. Are they going with the economic options of SAR? Owner's 10th company in this year alone, set in Mumbai. See, that's the funny part, right? Is that, they all charge the same. Just because they're in Mumbai doesn't mean they're going to charge you less money. They might knock off like $500 just so they can outbid everyone. But they're going to charge you the same amount as if you got real American IT people who know what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah.
There was a point where we tried to have IT based out of India. Didn't last long. But what we did do is we started up a new IT branch for Indians specifically. So instead of trying to use Indians to do IT for other people, we used Indians to do IT for Indians.
Oh, they hated that, didn't they?
I mean, I have no idea. I don't interact with them because they're Indian.
Fair.
I don't mean that in a racist way. I mean, I literally don't interact with them because they're in a completely separate time zone and they're not part of my team.
Well,
No, that's fair.
that's quite sensible. I know some places don't do that, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, we're still privately owned, so we have the ability to not be completely retarded, but just because we have the ability does not mean we exercise it.
Right.
That's a funny meme. Rockstar is definitely going to Grand Theft Auto 6 will definitely release on May 26, 2026. Yep, that definitely happened.
Press X to doubt?
Thank you, Kayla.
that was their announcement last year.
Yeah, I know.
On May 2nd.
Yeah.
I would have loved to have seen some creators put out some joke reviews.
I don't know. Maybe they're scared.
You know, it being Rockstar, maybe.
Didn't Rockstar go around striking people for saying bad things about Red Dead
Yes.
Redemption?
Yep.
That's what I thought.
It's not surprising to me in the slightest.
Hmm. Yes.
All right, well, Gray's doing strange things in strange video games again.
You doing?
Monster Hunter, yeah.
Fought the fox in the chicken coop. Took no damage from the water fox or angry chicken. You. Why are you fighting a wet fox and an angry cock?
All right, what's on the docket for today, Sneaky?
What is
Don't
on the docket
don't
today?
answer with
Well,
that.
because I don't have any stories, I suppose we'll just have to read fanfiction.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh, yes.
Poor Kaz isn't here to get that head start on the bingo.
Oh right, I gotta get my bingo card up.
Surprisingly, still technically relevant to this stream.
What's that?
The bingo card. It is still technically relevant.
Yes. Wait, Bionicle?
Why are
Oh
we
God,
looking
no,
at Bionicle?
no, we're not going to. By the way, do we have
Bionicle
a
has
L?
Bionicle has so much lore to it. Would any of us be able to accurately understand what's happening in those fics?
Oh, it's been a hot minute
Yes.
since I knew anything. Like I vaguely recall a fair bit of it, but like after we got past like the 4th generation of Toa, like I was already checked out at like the 3rd generation. Once we got to like the 4th generation, that's where I'm done.
I was
Well,
there
see-
from the start to the end.
I was there from the start to the end, but I never got interested in Bionicle. The reason why I knew so much about Bionicle back in the day and why I've forgotten entirely every last bit of it, besides like the Toa, the Loa, the Evolve, whatever thing, masks and whatnot. The only reason why I know all that information is because there was this retarded kid in the class, and I do genuinely mean he was retarded, and he hated me. He hated me because I was put into the same learner help program that he was because my school thought I was retarded. Which I don't know why they thought I was retarded. I literally got A's on any class I gave a shit about. And even the classes I didn't give a shit about, 95% of the time, the teachers only had good things to say about me, about my participation in the class and my knowledge and my ability to talk about the topic of the class. And, anyway, this
Maybe
kid
that
hated
was the
me.
why.
Well, no, he hated
You
me
just- you
because
just-
I told on him.
No, I mean why they stuck you there. You were too well behaved for someone from New Jersey.
Well, we're all from New Jersey, Max. It wasn't like I moved to a different school. Oh, you're saying I was too nice for New Jersey. That's...
Yeah.
Yeah.
You obviously couldn't be from New Jersey because you behaved like a civil human being, semi-civil human being.
Considering the shit I got up to, that is, I don't think I've ever heard someone say that
And
about
yet,
me
based
before.
on the stories
I'm not
you told
referring
us,
to. I'm not referring to modern Sneaky. I'm referring to 9-year-old Sneaky.
9-year-old
apparently
Sneaky was
very
a
well-
little shit. I just didn't have the mass to back it.
Okay, but you just said the teachers were praising you and your behavior and your ability to do the work without issue.
Oh, no. When you misunderstand. I could talk endlessly about the topic. I didn't say when called on.
You just solved. You just solved the issue there, Sneaky. You went autistic on the subject when it wasn't
Yes.
prompted.
I was autistic about every subject all of the time in all of my classes except the ones I didn't care about. Those I
Then
slept
why are
through.
you confused?
I'm confused why they put me in the retard helper program because they thought I was retarded.
Because I'm pretty sure during that point in our particular age group, everyone got stuck there if they had certain
Yeah, I'm
symptoms.
aware, but here's
Well,
the thing though, Max, is like the retard helper program was like, okay, this is how you spell the word the. And there I am reading fucking A War and Peace. And they're like, Sneaky, can you spell the word the?
Huh?
T-H-E.
Oh.
okay, no, hang on a second. You and I know you can't.
Yeah. That is dyslexia and has nothing to do with my actual ability to spell words. But no, they did it to a couple of the other kids as well. Like I knew one kid who had a 140 something IQ, and they put him in the retard program as well because he just didn't pay attention to any of his classes. He aced every single test, but he just would not participate at all.
Okay, this is fucked up, but it's sounding like they were also using it as punishment for some reason, which is not how those programs were
Well,
designed to be
It was
used.
definitely punishment for both sides because the teacher was legally required to spend as much time on the genius kids they stuck in the class as the actual legitimate retards who were incapable of doing anything as well. And the teacher, I feel bad for them because they're like, I don't know what to do. I have a bunch of kids I'm required to go over all the work of, but they do all the work correctly. But I'm supposed to keep a log of, you know, how I'm helping them, but I can't because they don't need help. But the school won't listen to us when we tell them that.
Yep, that sounds about right.
Okay, so this is probably a mixture of, for some reason, hammering the nail that's sticking out back down,
Yep.
and an easy excuse for some Fed money.
Oh, absolutely.
Yep.
Because this occurred to you after No Child Left Behind started going into effect. Because
100. Yep.
God, how old is that initiative?
2002.
Motion mechanism, so
Yeah, I think I remember being. I think I remember being fourth or fifth grade when that went through, and as a kid not understanding what the fuck it meant aside from that sounds nice. Then you get to high school, it's like it still sounds nice, so I'm not sure we're doing it right. You go off to college, flunk out, come back, get a job working for your old school system, realizing, wow, they did all this in the worst fucking way possible.
true.
Yep.
Amazing.
True.
Wow, they fucked everything.
They
How
have
did you
screwed
fuck
up.
it up this
They've screwed up
bad?
2.25 generations worth of kids with this. Astounding.
Well, actually, more than that, because how are you going to teach the next generations of people?
Yep. Yep. You can't use the retards that you fucked over to do it. You only make more retards.
Yep.
I'm sure it'll just work itself out.
I mean,
Well, we'll have to hire the smartest of the kids to do it.
The smart.
The smartest.
I like that you said
Or
that,
smart.
'cause it's like that's probably how some of them are pronouncing it now.
you know what? Sign is right.
Oh,
They probably will. They
and
probably
the
will.
problem is that the smartest kids of this day and age are, they would have
Not too
been like,
smart.
they would have been the C's, high C's,
Yep.
low C's
Yep.
of my
Yeah.
age group.
That's what happens
What
when
I'm
you
worried about.
round grades up.
Yeah, well, we can't fail students, so instead of actually teaching them better, we're just going to give everyone a better grade. Genius
Yeah,
plan.
you know, I'm never going to get the chip off my shoulder of how much better off would I have been if they could have tailored the education to my ADHD addled brain.
Yeah, right.
Like, I get it, public school systems can't do that. It sucks.
Every child left
But
behind.
Common Core was not the way to go. And
No.
dragging the smart kids down was not the way to go.
Well, they did that because they could not raise the dumb
Well,
kids
the
up,
smart
so they had
kids
to
skewed
drag
the
the smart
average.
kids down.
Yeah,
Yep,
as Stein
exactly.
said, yeah. They skewed the averages, so they had to be brought down. But anyway,
Oh,
point
I'm
being, though,
aware.
is I was
I
near
know.
the
I
same bathroom
Hmm.
as this retard. And what this retard would do is he would ask to go to the bathroom, and then he would bring his Game Boy into the shitter and play on his Game Boy for like 45 minutes. And me, being a kid, I'm super pissed about this. Because I can't play on my Game Boy for 45 minutes in the middle of school. Why is he allowed to do it? So, of course, I immediately go to the teacher and tell on him. Every single time he does it. So he hated me.
I mean, you
My
were
question
being a
is-
snitch.
Okay, but counterpoint.
Bitch gets stitches.
Why was no one going like, boy, this kid spends like
a lot of
45
time in the
minutes.
shitter?
the shitter?
Well,
Didn't
because
teachers
then
give
they'd
a
have to
shit?
point out that the adults were doing it too.
No. An adult can't go out and take 45-minute shits. You kidding me?
Well, maybe not in a school, but that is definitely how you avoid working, in a real job.
I'm aware. I had coworkers that did that bullshit. I was not happy about them either. Fucked their day up though. The reason why they were taking all that time wasn't because they were because they were hourly, not a salary.
Yep.
So they were taking extra time to waste time so they could get more money. And they would get out of the bathroom and I'd be like, well, you took so long in the bathroom, I just did all the work myself. So we're done.
Ha.
And they would just be like, well, thanks, Sneaky!
Thanks, Sneaky.
Yeah, you were too busy
Sucks.
tripping your guts out, so I just went ahead and did everything. I hope that feels better for you
Yeah.
soon, buddy.
Sucks to suck, you cunt.
My boss has noticed it immediately too. Because at first, obviously, they're detached from everything, so they just assumed that's how long it would take. And then when they put me on those jobs, suddenly those jobs went from taking about 7 hours to complete to taking about 45 minutes to complete. And
You
they were
skewed
like,
the
oh,
averages. They were
Yeah.
dragging ass.
Yeah,
They were dragging ass.
Get at us. Yeah. People notice patterns. Sometimes.
As is the way of things.
But, yeah. So, it was, yeah. School sucked. Everyone sucked. Everyone's stupid. No one can read.
Yeah,
and
that's
it's only gonna get
school.
worse.
Some people
yeah.
think that 30 plus books a year is impossible.
Oh God, these people.
Yep, book
Oh,
talk.
you must be skimming the books.
That made me so mad.
Yeah, book talk not being
Annoyingly,
able to read, which is crazy. An
there are a lot of them
entire
who are
genre
skimming.
of YouTube video. Well, YouTube video. I mean, I'm gonna call it a YouTube video. Fuck it. I don't care what platform they're on. It is a YouTube video. It's an entire genre of YouTube video where you talk about reading books, and then it turns out that no one on this fucking platform even reads books. They skip to the dialogue.
Oh
And-
God, this.
Yeah, and then they
Yup.
use an AI summary to cover the rest.
Oh God, that is. Ugh,
Cool.
I hate it so much.
How
True.
about you just go watch moving pictures?
A TV show?
That seems about your speed.
Oh, no, I'm just gonna
Right.
call it moving pictures because I'm not sure they'll understand what I mean when I say shows or movies at this point.
Bruh. You mean YouTube Shorts? That's all the time I've got attention to spend on.
Gray, why do you have... Gray.
What did Gray do?
Yes.
Why
What has
do
he
you
done?
have jewels socketed on the lance that has the exact skill you socketed the jewels for?
Oh, did he
That is
waste the
a
jewel
good
slot?
question. I,
Gray said
do you-
he is fucking build, and he's like, this is my lance, and these are the jewels on it, and the jewels he has in give him guard up, and the lance he has native maxed guard up.
Wait, does the jewel increase the guard up in any way?
He already
With
is
that, like, does it
maxed. It's
stack?
already
Oh, it's
maxed. It's maxed.
Okay.
It comes maxed on the lance. That specific lance has maxed guard up.
Yeah, it's a waste.
I'm looking
I
at
was
his
gonna say if
build,
it
I'm like,
stacked.
wait a second. Calculating. What?
think he had to take a minute there.
I can make it better.
No, but in Monster Hunter, it is you have ranks, and then once you hit the max rank, that's it. You don't get anything for going above the rank.
Oh, okay.
Oh, right.
So some things have 7 ranks, some things have 3 ranks. Whenever you hit that rank, no matter how you hit it, that's it. Hell difficulty tutorial fans in a nutshell. I don't know how you can be a fan of that story.
I like Hell difficulty tutorial. I think it's
Whoa,
pretty good.
whoa! I said there is a difference. Liking something does not mean you are a fanatic for it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no.
I don't understand how you can be a fanatic for Hell difficulty tutorial. It's not that good.
It's pretty good. I like the
It's
story.
okay at best.
You're okay at best.
Yeah, I'm aware. That's why I'm talking to 5 people in a voice chat and not to tens of thousands of people on a fucking stream.
Was that supposed to be a gotcha?
Yes, I got him good.
You tried to do a gotcha against someone who is pretty self-aware of what they are as a person at this point in life.
Oogie. I took off today
Bumper
last
cars.
week.
No, get back behind me. Get pitted, you shitheel.
Hey,
Trey,
Sign, have you
are
run
special.
into Bowie Knife yet?
All the time. He's in every fucking high-end race.
The actual.
Every last one.
Yes.
I know,
Wow.
you sent me it as a meme. I know.
Yes.
Fuck, I'm about to rerun this one.
Pretty
No,
cool.
the way to beat Bowie Knife is to become Bowie Knife.
See, my favorite part about this is literally a virus. Because the more people that play like Bowie Knife to beat Bowie Knife, the more AI clones of Bowie Knife players are going to be created, and it's going to spread from game to game now, infecting every Forza run.
Yes. Which is hilarious.
Wherein previously the solution could be solved by just deleting his AI record. You can't do that now. You have to delete everyone's AI records. And then change the entire culture around Forza as everyone slowly adopts Bowie Knife 99's
Yeah, they're not gonna do
behavior. Of course not. No.
You
Of
know,
course they wouldn't do that.
this is the first I'm hearing about this, and I gotta say, it's great that Forza is reverting to Burnout 2.
But you see,
Well,
Burnout
yes.
is actually the state of crab for driving games.
Truly.
Everything
played
will
this
return to
among-
Burnout.
Like it's a
Burnout
real
was
life.
Burnout was among the peak of driving games.
Burnout was good.
Burnout was so good. Oh wait, okay, what the fuck is this? Yeah, I did miss this. Probably the best thing I've seen from AI, the death of the Endless drops during Voldemort's resurrection scene from Goblet of Fire.
You what,
Oh.
mate?
Okay. Tom, she said, her voice dripping with an overwhelming sisterly compassion. I've never heard the word dripping paired
Excuse
with
me?
that before.
No. Like dripping with sarcasm. Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I was
But
gonna say
with
I've definitely
that,
heard
no,
that.
that's
Dripping
I
with
don't-
sarcasm, sure, not overwhelming compassion.
Okay,
no.
so I don't like generative AI. This is a known thing.
Yeah.
Props where this is due. That is a fire way of using the word dripping to turn a normally positive emotion into something borderline horror. That's actually not bad for that.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Like, put this in a psycho thriller novel. That
Yeah,
would set
makes
people on
sense.
edge.
Yeah.
That's true. You didn't conquer anything. You just broke yourself. You tore your soul into ragged little pieces and hid them in boxes because you were a lonely,
dear.
terrified little boy in a London orphanage who didn't want to end up like his mother. Be silent, Voldemort screamed, his face contorting into a mask of pure rage. He tried to cast another spell, but his magic sputtered, his wand emitting nothing but a few pathetic smoky sparks. Merope didn't die because she lacked magic, Tom. Death continued, standing inches from the Dark Lord now. She reached out, her pale hand gently touching his cheek. Voldemort flinched, but he couldn't move. Her touch wasn't cold. It was shockingly warm. She died because she gave up. She was tired, and she chose to leave. And you spent your whole life running from a shadow, making yourself monstrous just to avoid a door that everyone has to walk through eventually.
I mean,
I mean,
honestly,
it's all
not
right.
the worst. It fits reasonably well with death, as it was
God
honestly.
fucking damn it, Toaster.
Did he say it was making him?
No,
No.
he posted
Tingly?
the funny.
No,
he posted the
about
funny.
dripping with sisterly compassion. And it's the sister from the coffin game.
Ah,
he
yes.
played the incest sister.
Ah.
He pressed that button.
See,
Lele.
exactly. That sets you a little on edge, especially with the context of that game.
I
One of the
feel
routes of that game.
privileged that I don't know what this game is now.
The
Don't worry
coffin of
about it.
Andy and Lele.
It was
Just don't worry
Twitter's
about it.
hyper focus
Just-
for a little bit.
Just know that the route people are mad at was one out of, I guess, 4 or 5, and the creator did not deserve to be run off the internet the way that they were.
I
Yeah.
see.
Especially
I'll be
because
honest,
the point of the route was this is not a good thing.
Yes.
You mean including the route with his mom as well?
I didn't know that
That's
was
canon?
a route.
That's not a route.
That's
not
canon.
route. No, it's not.
That's a route.
Not real.
It's totally a route.
No, it's not. Shut the fucking sign.
It's not real and it can't hurt
I'm
you.
giving you L's. I'm giving you infinite L. Infinite
giving
L
you
works.
If unlimited L works, yes.
Great. Fantastic. Sign L's will be filled in for years to come now.
This is good because I did actually have Sign L in there, so I'm glad I got to fill that in.
What's mine? Hold on.
What I was gonna say was, I'll be honest, my first thought when I saw that potion was, I was like, is this some weird animeified version of Death of the Endless? Look, as much as it turns out that Neil Gaiman's kind of a terrible human being,
He's a piece of shit, yeah.
that unfortunately does not change the fact that dude's still a pretty good fucking writer.
Yeah. Well, see, here's the
When
thing,
he's
right?
not-
This actually lets me
from
talk
the
about
artist.
fan fiction without
No, I
reading
know.
about fan fiction, right?
No, I'm just like, it's like, unfortunately, it's like, listen, there's a lot of stuff he did. Now, I will say, there's definitely some stuff that you go back and you read it and you knowing what we do now, you're like,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
One of those situations like, oh, this is clicking. I don't like that this is clicking.
Yeah. So speaking of which,
I don't like that this is clicking.
there is a fan fiction author like that. So their name is Clarence Lacks Clarity,
Clarence Clackety.
which I call
Claw.
Clackety. Because they called themselves Claw Claw, which I was like, I'm not fucking doing that. Also, I'm dyslexic. Your name is now Clackety.
Fair.
So, Clackety has AGP. And they are, however, a good writer.
Decent.
But, well, I mean, all things considered, pretty good. I mean, we've never seen them write original fiction, so we've never seen them write something that stands completely on its own. So,
Sure.
yes, that's fair. We can't say they're a good writer or not. But as far as fan fiction goes, I mean, their stories are pretty good. The ideas tend to be fairly original. They tend to handle the characterization fairly well. Enough that I would say they're a good writer. I mean, good is 7 out of 10, just to be clear.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
So,
which is
they're a good writer.
game jargon.
And they have one small little character flaw.
AGP.
AGP. And the reason why this is a problem isn't for what you would think. They aren't generating story ideas. I mean, they are, but they aren't generating story ideas slowly to fulfill their AGP. They are generating interesting story ideas, which they then mutilate
With their
AGP. And it's unfortunate because they're a good writer. And they come up with ideas that made me go, and a large majority of times when I read the story, yeah, I wonder what would happen when that happens. And unfortunately, because of the AGP, knowing that it's AGP, it definitely devalues the reading, going back and looking at it again, and you're like, oh.
Yep.
Ugh. Oof.
Yep. That's kind of an oof.
Because, again, unlike most fetishists, I'm going to say like 95% of the time, it's not in your face when they write it. But then they have moments where it is in your face, and you're kind of like, man, that's weird. That kind of came out of nowhere. That's really weird. Why is I mean, I guess I could understand why the character would be having an emotional reaction like this right now. Like, you know, Atten, what if you died, right? And then the next thing you know, you wake up, you're a fairly boobied female Japanese student in the DxD universe, except you have psyker powers based on Darktide.
That's several different kinds of awful and concerning.
Exactly, which is why you would probably have, once you're done coping, a fairly emotional breakdown when you realize the scope of how fucked you are.
Yes.
So it doesn't come off as anything besides that at first. And then you learn their fetishes, and you're like, oh. Now I'm uncomfortable.
You're like, now they're not having an emotional reaction because of this. They're having an emotional reaction because at last I am a big boobied Japanese girl.
Yes.
Yes.
And
honestly, especially if I'm in the DxD universe, I'd be like, this is the worst possible time to be a large-breasted Japanese girl. I must
That's also
kill
true,
Issei.
yeah.
I
also
must
true, yeah.
find and kill Issei immediately.
I will kill
Before you
Issei.
get added
I
to
will
the
kill
harem.
Issei myself.
Before you get haremed. Yeah, that's true.
Yes.
But the problem is, right, is why I call it AGP, why I don't call it just, you know, gender bender, why I don't call it just you know, an OC. Because every single one of his characters is a girl. And in every single one of his stories, well, the character is a girl sign. They have a womb and they, you know, all the things. They are a girl.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say that's decidedly
That is how you define a girl
woman.
sign. I am defining woman.
You can't
See, so
define
I
a
will define it
woman.
further.
Pray you don't define it further, right?
But they are a female character in every single story. And in every single story, the character one day wakes up with their soul, their memories, their whatever, right? of the
Reincarnates,
author, Clackety. All right. Again, fairly standard. You know, I've seen such premises thousands of times. But in every single story, they are also a lesbian. They also go on and on about how they're finally a girl. And it's like,
I'm finally
okay,
a real girl.
so you aren't trans, you aren't a lesbian, you're a guy with a vagina fetish that went too far.
Yep.
Because if you were actually wanting to be seen as a woman, well, there's part 2 to being seen as a woman. And that's having kids, and you can only do that one way. For now, at least.
Yeah, but that's gross, and
Well, no, I
AG
mean,
don't
no,
wanna do that.
okay. If they're in DxD or anything remotely approaching like the year 2005, that's not the case.
IVF still requires a gamete from
Gamete.
another person
Yes, but
that
like
is usually male,
there's a lot of, how shall I
and
say,
it still
there's
requires
a
to
lot
be
of
implanted.
ickiness that can be, there's a lot of quote unquote ickiness that can be skipped there.
Yes,
Yeah.
you don't have to have the sex, but
Or even if you want to, like, you know, fucking get the partner to put it in one of those dildos that squirt. Like, there's options
A turkey
there.
baster, yes.
okay, but at the end of the day, you're still being fucked by a dick in some way, and there is still a sperm meeting the egg in some way, and it is still
And you have
being
to carry a
implanted in the
child
womb,
within a womb.
and then you have to give birth
Yes,
to
I'm
it.
not arguing any
your
of that. I'm
womb.
just saying
That's what
that
I'm saying.
there's-
Is that
Got
that
it,
is
okay.
that is the second part of being female, is that you have to
Carry
produce
a child.
child.
Well,
Which-
you biologically impelled to do so. You don't have to.
Okay, when I say you have
Unfortunately.
to, I am referring to the social mores that go with having.
Yeah, the social norms.
Yes, because that's the whole thing with AGP, is people seeing you socially as a woman,
As a woman.
physically as a woman, socially as a woman. That's part of the fantasy. Well, there's part 2 of being seen socially as a woman. You know, the part that all the women complain about, of course. That's what I'm talking about. But I mean, you know, if they're all complaining about it, then it is still seen as part 2. But yeah, so all of their stories go into that, and again, it's like one of those things where it's like, oh, you know, Ranma. Ranma turned into a girl, and the author writes a sex scene where Ranma, as a girl, has sex with one of the other girls. And
or one of the other girls.
One of the other girls, because he's a straight guy who's cursed to turn into a girl. Stay with me here. That's one thing. Again, I don't read it because I don't read sex scenes. Period.
Because you're not particularly interested.
But that's one thing. The positioning of that is one thing. A self-insert who ends up in the body of a woman who's still generally straight, you know.
Yeah.
If you just you fucking close your eyes, you die. You open your eyes, your body's female now.
Woman.
Yeah, I can still see being like, okay, well, I'm still effectively straight. I still effectively want to go after women. I still want to have sex with women. It's like, all right, fair enough. You're gonna write a sex scene.
That's fair.
Hey, you know what? Have your fantasy, buddy.
His fantasy is having sex with women. Yes.
But I can do
truly a wild and unrealistic fantasy.
In this day and age. I can do without the chapters of monologue about how it feels to finally be a woman. When, you know, and I hate sounding like a feminist in this point, but I'm going to say it. Because I always say, don't make up bullshit. Don't make up bullshit. There's hand-wavium, which is an author element you can implement into a story. But don't make up bullshit. Don't sit there and say things like, he was shot 50 times by a BMG, but was able to walk it off and get it patched up. Everyone knows that shit ain't how it works. So don't make up bullshit. You are a guy. You will never know what being a woman really means effectively
As a
ever.
woman, yeah.
Don't sit there and write chapters about your sexual fantasy of what you think being a woman really means.
No, I mean, some people do actually research this shit and just go full in depth on it. Yeah, but most of them aren't doing that.
Yes, sure. Maybe they sat down and they watched hundreds of hours of documentary. Because again, keep in mind, you're not even considered knowledgeable on a subject until you hit like what, 500 hours?
500 hours or so.
Yeah.
When
So
you
yeah,
hit
sure.
mastery.
Maybe they watched 500 hours and read hundreds of books from feminists talking about the trials,
That's a mistake.
tribulations, and feelings of being a woman, and then they finally decided to implement that knowledge into their fan fiction. I highly doubt it. But
I was about to make an
sure.
orange YouTube joke, but sure.
Yeah. Sure, technically possible. Alternatively, you don't write the fanfic with one hand.
But Sneaky, how else are they supposed to get in the mood for the writing the fanfic?
I wouldn't know, sign. The reason why I'm giving this information, though, is because Clackety has their second major failing, which ties into their first major failing. Whenever they finish their goon session about the story they just wrote, they drop the story. And, like I said, it's kind of really frustrating, because their story ideas are interesting, and they're good at writing them. And I'm like, oh boy, I can't wait to see where this goes. And then the second that the sex AGP scene happens in the story, I'm like, oh fuck, another fucking dead story. And I'm right every single time. Every single time they start to go into the monologue about what it feels like to finally be a woman, they then stop writing that story. Because...
Oh, because they've gotten to the point that they don't need to write anymore.
Well,
yeah,
yes, exactly. They finish their goon session, and then they realize that they're never going to be a woman. The events in the story are never going to happen, and then they get sad. And when they get sad thinking about the story, they stop writing it. And they just proved me right, because they finally posted the final chapter of their Worm Tinker of Fiction story. Yes, that's right. Not only did they complete a Worm story, they completed a Tinker of Fiction story. They completed it. It's done. And you know what it took for them to do that? They didn't write their AGP goon session to the story. There was a moment they were borderline about to do it. And then in the author notes, they posted, I was going to do what I normally did, but it felt weird to write it about a 12-year-old. So I didn't.
Okay. Look, that's a positive thing.
That is a positive.
It's a positive thing, except it just proves me right in that the only story that actually got finished by them, and sure, you can have very segregated opinions about the quality of the story. It had some really, really rough moments. But they still finished a Worm story, they still finished a Tinker of Fiction story, and they still, at the end of the day, proved me right because the final arc turned into their Goon Sesh now that everyone had aged up, and it was just an entire shit show of useless drivel that went nowhere and accomplished nothing. And thankfully, they had already beaten the final boss of the story in the previous arc. This final arc was supposed to be a wind down, and it wasn't. It was just an entire arc taking place in the span of like 3 days of a bunch of, oh, I'm a lesbian now that I'm old enough to be a lesbian and not feel weird writing about being a lesbian.
That's weird. That's really weird, bud.
Yeah.
Really fucking weird.
Yeah, really fucking weird. But then they just finished also 3 chapters of a hypothetical epilogue of 3 different stories they could write after this, with one story following Emma and her powers, ending up in Cannon Worm during the Leviathan attack, which would be kind of interesting. Her powers are New Order, and she based her personality off of All Might. To those who are aware of MHA. Yeah, it could be interesting. I don't know how much content you would get out of it, but it could be interesting. But they said in the author's note of, I don't think I'm going to write too much of this because I have to write a straight woman.
Ooh, oh, ah.
Funny how that works.
Post-nut clackety clarity, yeah.
Post-nut clackety, okay. Jesus Christ. Sneaky.
Words that didn't need to be said today.
No!
And yet, here we are.
Unfortunately. Jesus Christ. What's the matter with you? Oh, that's a nice paint job.
Is this Cauldron's strongest soldier? They might just be. Because their next 2 stories are 10,000-year-old main character ends up as a nascent god that then ends up in Warhammer 40k, except it's during the Siege of Terra.
I'm sorry, I just took a call from my
What are
parents. What the
they-
hell did I come back to?
What are they planning to do during the siege of Terra? Because my understanding is that was not a good time to be in that universe.
Well, they're
okay.
going to kill a shitload of demons, and they're going to save the Emperor
Fair.
and stop the heresy.
Okay,
Fair.
that is. I'm sorry, and they're just.
Okay.
What are they?
A 10,000-year-old godling.
So.
Okay. So
What
first
do
of
you
all, you're
think the
picking up one
Emperor's
of the
gonna-
worst things in 40k, which is the Immortals or the Perpetuals.
Yeah.
Second of all,
the Emperor's got this whole thing.
you have to kill Horus. Okay?
Yeah.
The Big E barely managed that. You're
Yes.
not the Big E.
But you see, they have advantages here. So advantage number 1 is that they are a Tinker of Fiction, which means they have access. By the way, they're also 10,000 years old Tinker of Fiction, which means they have access to every magic system from every work ever existing, and all the tech from every work ever existing. And also on top of that, they are a Dragon God Slayer.
Okay.
From Fairy Tale.
Ironically, not going to work on Horus. He isn't a god.
Specializes in fate and
He's
dimensional
also
magics.
Not a dragon.
Well,
yes, he's neither of those things.
Okay.
No, he's not.
Are...
But it does make her basically unkillable because she can just eat fate.
Okay. So there are characters from some
the Horus
of my favorite
Heresy series doesn't get the
franchises.
Horus Heresy right.
Well, no, that's because they shouldn't have fucking wrote about it.
Well, yes. Okay, now, in fairness, there are 63 books. You only need to, the quote unquote the plot, the actual horsey hearsey, if you will, is like 15 of those.
Did you have to say it like that?
Yes, because the community calls it that, and it's funny, and I like it.
I am pronouncing that at the next instant I get with my friends over in my other chat.
And I want you to know that you caused this.
But Atten, did you know that sloop is a boat?
Yes. But no,
What can a
horsey
sloop be
hearsey
a boat
is
and the horsey heresy?
quite
Horsey
different.
heresy, indeed. Well,
This is
see,
just
that's
what
actually
this is
the
what Uma
horsey
Musume
heresy.
is in
Uma
40K.
Musume, yes.
I'm about to make the
and
joke
40K.
of it's actually friendship is magic. Thank you very much. The
No.
horsey heresy, where
And
Discord
lo,
rises up one last time.
Yeah.
I can see it now.
there's-
Now, children, do not be like Twilight Sparkle and Magnus, who fell to the
Yeah,
lure of
they're-
unbridled
oh.
knowledge.
You know, I'd have had more respect for this person if they just grabbed one of a handful of characters from some stuff that could 1v1 Warhammer characters
But
and
Max,
went like,
they wanted to write about their self-insert OC
okay,
1v1ing the
counter-
Chaos Gods lesbian
yeah,
style.
cool. So
You can do
counterpoint,
that, but
I'd
not the way
rather
you're doing it.
see I'd rather see Hakumen get thrown in there and start 1v1ing the Primarchs and then losing their shit as this 6'2" human is kicking their asses. Or put Jack Racken in there. Let Horace deal with that particular bottle of what the fuck.
What? I sealed you.
They're-
Yeah, I came up with the counter seal. What?
Why?
That's not how that
I'm
works.
bored.
Yuji getting in the middle of a fight with Horus when he hears someone making apple fritters somewhere else. He gains a new power. Fucking Bucky,
I mean,
dude.
listen, Jack Racken would be hilarious simply because Korn would be like, hey, you want to have an eternity of blood and skulls? No.
No, that's weird, man. Who does that?
Sludge over here. Ah, so you want a future of unrivaled pleasure and pain at all times. What is wrong with you people?
No, that gets boring. Come on now.
Zeech over here with... I got ultimate knowledge? You want ultimate knowledge? Nurgle in the background just throws his hands up. Not even gonna fucking try.
I'm not even trying. Honestly, the Zinch thing is like, well, it's not worth it if I'm not earning it myself. I like figuring things
you
out.
see, you're not giving Jack Racken the appropriate due. Did you just punch me in a future sight version of you? Yes.
Did you?
Alternatively, I don't know. You want to see it again?
I don't know. I haven't made the technique yet.
Did you just punch me again? So hard I felt it in the past? Oh shit! Good job, me.
So I am on the right track. Oh god, he's getting better at this. Okay, we're done. No, we're done. We're done.
This one's getting too strong. We're leaving. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. Most of the major antagonists of Baki would probably give some. You know what? I think it would take a Primarch to take out some of the antagonists from Baki. I think.
Again, it really just depends
I
on
think
if...
Yujiro...
It genuinely
I think
depends on how
Yujiro
much
would
the
give some
narrator
people
glazes the man.
nightmare.
Just genuinely,
Maybe,
if the
but no,
narrator is there, he wins. I'm sorry.
By the way, Nose, did you hear? He's in Tekken.
Yeah, I know he's in Tekken. Why is he in Tekken? Also, Waffle House is becoming a stage.
It's a shame.
Waffle,
that's
I'm
happening.
sorry.
It's a shame it's happening
House is becoming a stage.
left, but that might also be the only reason it's happening is because he's gone, and now they can start doing things the fans have been saying. We will give you $20 if you do this.
No, he went there. That's the funny thing.
That's fantastic.
But yeah, no, on OC doing that is lame. An established character from an established franchise is so much more interesting, especially when, you know, it comes baked into their character. Like, I would rather you spend the time researching a character that could actually go toe to toe
Yeah.
with shit in 40K.
It's like one of those things. If you have your super cool self-insert OC go beat up Gilgamesh, okay, yeah, sure, whatever there, buddy. When I write about Balthazar Gelt making the Gate of Babylon sad because he turned all of the cool noble phantasms into lead.
Just
Oh,
Balthazar
I
Gelt
think
in the
I
middle of a
think
casting duel,
Gilgamesh
and all of a
just
sudden his
pulls out
opponent just
Aya
like
immediately for that. I'm gonna be real with you.
Absolutely,
That
but he
that
makes
is
him
that
pull
is a
out
level of disrespect he will not tolerate.
Max. I fully agree with you, but he makes him pull out Aya. That's the thing. It's like he's like, it's a mage. I'll just destroy him. Gelt turns everything to lead.
just like, I'll destroy him. Wait,
You've chosen death, then.
why is my entire body gold and lead? You see, your magic is part fire and metal. Therefore, I win.
No, no. Gelt loses, but he makes the man try.
Are you ready for part 3? The third epilogue it could be.
Jesus.
So the third one is a complete self-insert OC character, which is going to be... Yes,
The
I
second
realize
one isn't?
Well, see, the original character from the story was a self-insert. This is how they retconned it. Delicious. So originally it was set up that their self, their fat, balding, middle-aged self, for whatever reason, woke up as a 12-year-old French girl on her way to Brockton Bay.
Oui.
What? What?
I
Okay, I'm sorry.
French.
Discord freaked out on me. What's this about French people going to Brockton
I think
Bay?
Clackety is also French, last I checked.
I don't know.
I guess
That explains. I mean,
explain
that. Hey, listen, that explains the AGP. They're all weird over
Oof.
there.
True.
Look, okay, look. The only people I've met that are actually French, all of them are freaks.
True.
Fair.
Factual.
Up to and including Purple Freak.
Well, obviously, Purple Freak
Purple's
is
a
freak.
woman.
It seems to just be an odd cultural phenomenon with them.
Indeed. Well, I mean, their president is currently going around calling himself Jupiter, the reincarnation of Zeus. Yeah.
No, he is.
Say, are we talking like Jupiter the Roman god? Jupiter?
Yes, Jupiter the Roman god. Yes, he's calling himself Jupiter.
Okay. No.
Crazy.
He's going around calling himself the inheritor of the Jupiterian mantle or whatever the fuck. He's saying he's Jupiter reborn.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also,
I'm
he married
curious
his
to see
high
where
school
that's
teacher,
gonna
his
lead.
middle school teacher.
Fucking weirdo.
Definitely was not groomed.
That's that guy.
Yeah, that guy.
Oh. Okay.
Which, by the way, he never drank the water.
Huh?
So, there was a city in France that was famous for its giant canal going through it. I believe that's Paris. I'm not sure if it's Paris. I'm not going to say it's Paris for sure. All I know, it was a city in France famous for its giant stonework canal and how beautiful it used to be, except now it's filled with shit and needles, which is horrifying.
Yeah, and they told people, no, it's totally clean. Don't worry.
And they were going to have people swim in it.
And all fucking die.
Yeah, and the mayor and he were both going to show how safe the water was to be in by drinking it. And they never drank it, and also everyone got cholera.
It wasn't pretty. I remember that.
So they had the swimmers swim in the water, and they all got some disease that's based around human fecal matter being in untreated water. So that went great. It wasn't Ebola.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure it was cholera.
Wouldn't be surprised.
France would have a lot of problems if it was Ebola of all things.
Well, I mean, I think if they import a couple more people, they might just start having Ebola problems. But either way. where's I going with that? The France, people are weird, France, right? Clackety, right? So Clackety. So the character he was inhabiting is one of the classic self-insert isekai transmigration methods of my memories insert into character acts upon those memories, and then they retconned it to not be that person's soul with that person's personality into a 12-year-old girl, but rather the 12-year-old girl during a state of, well, she just lost her entire family to a villain attack, and so she is in a very vulnerable position in life, and it was retconned to be that she was overwhelmed by the 30-some years of his memories and basically kind of disassociated herself to cling to that, as she's not this vulnerable girl who just had all of her life collapse around her and her parents killed in front of her. She was actually this isekai guy who totally knows what's going on.
I mean, okay, yeah, that makes sense from a story perspective. Sure.
Yeah, so
okay. Yeah.
it wasn't originally that. That's why I keep calling it a retcon. It was not originally that, but once they had that whole realization moment of maybe writing child porn was a step too far, they then retconned it to be just memories and not the author.
Was that the Bone Cell story?
No, this is
because
the Tinker Fiction story.
Okay, because they pulled the same shit with the Bone Saw story, like same exact plot point.
Yes, the Tinker Fiction story is a revision of the Bonesaw story, because in the Bonesaw story, they still went forward with the AGP Goon session, and they kind of still wanted to write a worm story with that premise without fucking up the whole thing with the AGP, but almost couldn't stop themselves from doing it again.
Almost couldn't.
Yeah. Then they realized that child porn maybe was too far.
Well, it might be a step too far. Gotcha.
I have perhaps made a mistake.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
The reason why this is a self-insert is because it's a different self-insert. The child of the original self-insert would be a completely original character. They're not inheriting any memories or anything. But they're, of course, lesbian. They are a child that was raised by 3 moms, and the female child raised by 3 moms ended up becoming a lesbian somehow.
Yeah,
certainly.
Somehow. Wonder how that happened. It's a mystery.
Certainly not through any stereotypes.
Right.
But anyway, this child, this is going to be the, I'm not going to call it a classic self-insert. I'm going to call it the foxhole self-insert. I'm naming it now. It's the foxhole self-insert. So the foxhole self-insert is, we've all seen them. It's the self-inserts where the author insists the character is not a self-insert. And
it's definitely not.
It's definitely not me.
It's definitely not me. No, it's definitely Naruto still. They are definitely not a self-insert of me. They're just making all of the choices that I would make in every situation.
You know, see, again, this is why never got finished, but this is why I like mine and Max's stories, where we were like, no, it's us.
Yeah,
it's 100% us.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, if you're gonna do it, you may as well take credit for it.
Yeah, I would say, don't fuck about.
Damn, there was also this really crazy other Ruby story that got discontinued, where the author also was just like straight up like, yeah, no, this is just me, and if I was in Ruby, I would totally fuck my sister. Because how related to me is she really?
Right? I mean, hey,
What's
it was good enough for the
Fire
Romans.
Emblem Fates? Is that you over there?
If I don't remember my sister, is she really related to me?
Is she really my sister?
Listen. Fire Emblem Fates. Oh my god. That game tried really hard to let you have the cis brocon fetish without it actually being illegal. Because don't worry,
average Japan.
You've got the massive big boobied older sister who could cut you in half with an axe, but don't worry. You were
Tell me what.
kidnapped as a child, so you're not actually related to them. So
Of
it's
course,
fine.
Obviously, yeah.
That's fine. That's great. That's
Now
how that
you get
goes.
rescued. There's a different part of the game where you can be rescued by the family you were kidnapped from, and they've all really, really missed you, older and or little brother. Please let me take
Except for one
care
of
of
them.
you.
One of them wishes you never showed up.
Yes, there's one of them who fucking hates you and wants you to die in every route.
Well, not every route, just the important ones.
Yeah.
That's true. But don't worry, it's later revealed that they all had a different mom from you, despite some of them being older than you.
Okay.
But that was still a little too weird. So don't worry, there's a third route where you get the quote unquote the real story, and don't worry, you're not actually related to any of them. You're the child of a dragon god and your mom from totally not Japan. So go ahead and get with any of them because you're not related to any of them.
Nice. Based. Great. Good job, Japan. Sussa good,
Classic
Japan.
Japanese maneuver.
It's the fucking like every single one of them. It's just more and more ridiculous. I'm like,
Sister
okay,
leveling is the funniest.
Sister leveling is hilarious. That shit is great.
sister leveling.
So
It's,
sister leveling is solo leveling, except they decided to abridge it in a very funny, different direction. So instead of just making
Yes.
fun of solo leveling, they decided to just make fun of the tropes. And
His
in this
system
case,
is trying to get
sister
him with
leveling,
his
the
sister.
system is trying to make him fuck his sister. And his
Oh.
sister finds out about how strong he is and starts being like, "Oh, stepbrother! Why are you calling
Oh,
me stepbrother? We're not
stepbrother.
step siblings. I was at your birth. We have the same mother." Whatever you mean, stepbrother.
Yeah.
But
Oh, good. Oh, good. Now I was able to find this.
yes, you found it. Good.
I will be frank. I did in fact look that up in safe search mode on the first one. Just I'm like I have to be careful here.
Yes, I can understand that. It's not like related by blood or anything. Yeah, yeah.
I don't want fucking
But anyway,
shorts.
so yeah, the daughter of the isekai self-insert is a foxhole self-insert, and I'm kind of worried about that one because again, character starts off super fucking OP. Obviously, is child of a god, and they're gonna go on a multiverse adventure. And they have their personal superpower is a scattering of magic
Is it nothing?
teachings.
Quick question: Is it all just shorts, or do they have like an actual thing?
So they have 3 epilogues posted, and they are 1 chapter each right now, and they're gauging interest in them personally.
I'm sorry, I
and
meant sister
audience
leveling,
interest.
not whatever their weird.
Oh, and it's
not
all
whatever
just
their
shorts.
Weird AGP. Okay,
Yeah.
Self
yeah. I just wanted to
shorts.
make sure I was finding the right thing. Sorry. I do understand whatever the weird.
Yes.
Well, no, there's a
AGP.
compilation that is
That's fine. The shorts will work.
I think he was more just checking to make sure that he was watching the correct videos and not just like a clip
I
of
wanted to
the-
watch the correct videos from the correct content creator,
Yeah.
fair.
so that A, the right person could get my money, and B, so that I didn't find
You get like
something
nothing for shorts.
very weird. Well, yeah, but so I still want them to get whatever little tiny scrap of money they can from it. But yeah, listen, you always got to check these things because, like, listen, the first time I went to play Final Fantasy VII, I was unaware of what you had to do to go rescue Tifa the first time, or
Yeah.
Aerith and Tifa the first time. And I'll be honest, right? The first time, right? obviously I knew about Final Fantasy VII, right? The game was largely spoiled when I finally was able to play it in
But you
like
were
high
unaware of
school.
that
But I was
segment.
unaware. Here's the thing: I was unaware of that segment, but I was a Kingdom Hearts fan and a general Japanese animation fan, so I knew about certain segments of the internet. So,
Right.
right, or sorry, it was high school when I bought the Final Fantasy VII remaster off of the Square Enix website. To be clear, not like the re-release with like updated graphics. It was still the block graphics, but they were like, "Look, you can play Final Fantasy VII on the PC." And I was like, "You know what? This is worth $15." But it was a very sketchy website because Square Enix did not have the best website back then. And I was like, "This looks kind of shady," but it took my money. I played it. It was Final Fantasy VII, and I get to that segment, and I was like, "Shit! Did I actually give money to some kind of porn weirdos?" Because of that whole segment, I was like, it just kept getting weirder and weirder, and I was like, did I accidentally pay for a dark corner of the internet?
Fair, but I mean, no,
Nope,
that's
nope,
just Final
that's just
Fantasy.
in the game.
I can't get over Star Sector. Buying Star Sector is like taking you back in time because the website shopping cart they use is like every scammer website ever's shopping cart.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah, I'm sure.
You're sitting there and you're like, am I buying the game? Is
Am
this
I
a scam?
getting scammed?
Did I get
Is
redirected?
this...
But nope. They just never needed to upgrade.
I mean, if it works, it works.
Yep.
Delicious. Anyway, so all of my kind of pissed. I purchased something from Amazon. It was supposed to be 32-ounce glass containers for refrigerator storage. So they had a silicone seal, plastic lid, but the key part was it was a thicker glass container, right?
Yep.
Because I don't want plastic. I realize they take up more space and they're heavy, but I am not putting hot or even mildly warm soup into a plastic container to soak in plastic overnight.
Don't want PFCs.
Ugh.
Yeah, I just don't like. Yeah, I get it. Tupperware is great and all, but there's so many knockoffs out there these days. And not only is there knockoffs out there these days, we still don't know what that could do to us. Because there's so
Yeah,
many.
honestly, glass
Yeah.
containers all the way. Like,
Yeah.
okay, a mixture of glass and plastic contain. Like, there are some things where a plastic container is probably going to be fine. You know,
Well, I mean, I figure, right? Plastic lid, perfectly fine. Silicone seal to seal it, plastic lid is perfectly fine because it's not like the soup is resting on the lid, right? I'm fine with minimal PFC for convenience.
yeah. Well, and a plastic lid's gonna just be. You can clean it more easily with a silicone seal, like you said, all that jazz.
So, I initially ordered 4 32 ounces. And instead, I got 4 24 ounces. And
That's not
I'm
good.
like,
Well, this
is
isn't what I
bullshit.
ordered.
This isn't what I ordered. But then I looked further into the other offerings of related items they had. And they also offered 6 of them. And they were offering 6 24-ounce containers. And I calculated out the price. And the price is the same as if I had bought 1.5 4 24-ounce containers. And I'm like, okay, so they clearly just fucked up with the picture on display and how much they hold. Because all the rest of their alternative options are 24-ounce containers. The only option that was 32-ounce was this one specific one. So I'm like, okay, it's just a fuck up, whatever. It's glass. I don't have to worry about bullshit. So, or at least I hope I don't. I don't want to find anything out that makes me worry about that shit. I'm like, look, I'm trying, okay? I can only go so far. I can't go out and buy land and blow my own glass container.
Right.
Yeah, well, bad news, Sneaky. Turns out that was used from recycled fuel rods from Chernobyl. They had to deflect all the radiation out.
You know what?
Yeah,
At this
you say
point,
that?
yeah.
But there are plates and glasses from like the 70s that you can find that light up fluorescent green under UV because they've got radium in them.
I know.
No. That's for a completely different reason. So, the plates you're thinking of, are they the orange plates?
It's not under the light. Yeah,
no, they're not orange.
Plates.
They're clear. I'm talking about the clear ones.
There is old orange glassware that had uranium-based paint. I think it was.
Uranium-based
yeah,
paint.
you're thinking of the orange plates from Mexico that use uranium-based
There, Sneaky. There also are some plates with a faint green glow because they used radium in the glazing.
Yeah.
Old watches also used radium paint on them, and some ceramic with glow-in-the-dark patterns used it.
Yeah, there was a whole glow-in-the-dark fad that actually was using radium and other radioactive materials to do it. And
that's how we have the women who accidentally gave themselves mouth cancer over years of painting these on.
Yeah.
Because they would lick the brushes to keep the point, and the brush had radium paint on it.
Yeah, and then put
also
paint in their
they
mouth.
would paint it on their nails because it was pretty, and we didn't understand the effects of this stuff at the time. So they got some mouth cancer, hand cancer, and radiation poisoning all in one go.
Modern day uranium glass weighs about 2% uranium by weight, although in the 20th century and earlier it could be made up by 25% uranium.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's the stuff that that's some of the stuff Sign was referring to. Yeah, it's great. There's like 5 or 6 different brands of plateware that you gotta be real careful if you find it in an antique shop.
Yeah.
Well,
so speaking of which so I had plastic plates. I had plastic plates for a really long time, and I never wanted to get rid of them because they're these really cool finished plastic plates that had like a resin glaze on it because there was paint underneath the resin that made each plastic plate look like a very stylized version of the planets. And my mom gave them to me, and so I didn't want to get rid of them for a really long time. And finally, I'm like looking at these things. I'm like, God, these things are so fucking chipped. There's so many, little chunks missing now in these things. I have to replace them. Can I? Wait, hold on. They're chipped. I don't remember seeing the chips. I probably ate the chips. Okay, how bad is that for me? I'm like, resin, eating chips off of plastic plates. And Google's like, yeah, that's really bad for your kidneys. You'll die. I'm like, oh, fuck.
How fucked am I? Google, yes, you're fucked.
Yeah, you're really fucked. If you're not dead, then you have a chance of recovery. I'm like, oh, is that okay?
Is that how it works?
Yeah.
Anyway, so I'm like, okay, what can I get?
I'm so blasé about microplastics because of my hobby, so...
Yeah, well...
yeah.
But
I've
you
been
should
doing
still
plastic
reduce
model
it where
kits
you
for half my life.
Yeah.
I've always preferred glass plates and shit. Like, plastic plates are convenient for something that's not piping hot.
Right. So that's what I've been looking into. Actually, is I was like, okay, I want good plates that I won't have to replace. That I'm not going to be like scared of accidentally breaking by being a little bit harsh with them, like glass.
Yeah.
And so I bought myself a set at $10 a fucking plate, but I didn't have a choice but buying 3 of them.
Oh,
I
were they
bought
Corel?
myself. They are ceramic.
The brand Corel, Sneaky.
Yeah, no, the brand Corel. It's the kind of brand that if you manage to get your hands on a set from like
No, Amazon
pre-06 or
Basic.
07, they just last for fucking ever.
Yeah, no, these are Amazon Basic, and I mean, honestly, so far, I've kind of abused them a little bit, but they are really easy to clean comparatively.
Well, yeah, Sneaky. It's worth pointing out, ceramic was a standard and worked amazingly for centuries of human civilization.
Max, I'm aware. That's why I went for it.
Yeah. Maybe make sure they weren't produced. Maybe make sure these ones weren't produced in Mexico, just in case.
Yeah, maybe a little bit. Yeah. So the other thing though is I got ceramic crock pots for my soup.
Always good, yeah.
Got the French onion crock pot for my soups. Little bit smaller than I wanted. Originally, I wanted the Japanese ramen bowl. Have you ever seen those?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Originally wanted that, but those were really expensive, and people, like, all of the reviews were complaining about how thin the peak was, and I was like, alright, I'm a retard. I'm gonna bop this thing around a little bit. I can't have it being thin. So I got the French onion crock pot, which is
can't have it break that easily on you.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to get a crock pot, you could also look into when you got some money squirreled away, you could look into La Crusades. Those things
that's the one I have.
Oh, well, never mind then. You are probably set for the next 40 plus years. That thing is actually going to outlive you. Unless you are really hard on it with a hammer.
Yeah.
I mean a sledgehammer. You're going to need a sledgehammer.
Those are the ones I got, yeah. Because everyone was giving them great reviews.
With the enamel glazing instead of traditional. I love. My mom and I love those things.
Yeah, no, I mean, so far, I've made a couple things with them. They store heat really well. But yeah, what made me want to change that is as I was getting rid of my resin plates. Which, looking back on it now, I'm like, God, I was a fucking retard.
Yeah, shouldn't have done that.
Because, like, I looked up and I was like, okay, well, how bad is resin? I mean, we all know the problems with plastic. How bad is resin? And it's like, resin plates are fine, so long as you don't put hot things on them. And me, going back to all of the hot things I've left on those plates. Oh. I see.
How fucked am I? Yes.
But then I was also like, oh wait, hold on, all of my bowls are fucking plastic too. I should probably stop using plastic bowls for my hot foods as well. And so that's why I got the La Chrome French onion crock pot. And then now with these, I bought 6 more of the 24-ounce soups containers, because I'm gonna make soup out of them. I'm gonna use them to contain soup, because previously I was also apparently you learn crazy things when you look it up instead of just guessing if it's good enough. Turns out you're not supposed to just refrigerate the soup pot.
What do you mean?
You can't just stick the soup pot in the refrigerator and just leave the soup sitting in the soup pot. Turns out that's bad. Especially not a Dutch oven one.
It'll stick?
Well, no. It will bubble and rot rapidly because it doesn't cool down fast enough.
Oh, because it retained the heat.
Oh, yeah. Not Sneaky.
Yeah.
Sneaky.
So, hey, by the way, a fucking fuse broke.
So, alright. So, you can stick it in the fridge.
Yeah.
But it's got to be completely cool. It's got to be minimum room temp.
I didn't know you're supposed to let it get to room temp before putting it in the fridge.
Yeah. No, that's That was a hard lesson that day, I'm sure. Because you went to go get your soup, you're like, oh.
Oh no, my soup. Why does it taste funny?
That day. Well, I mean, try like the past year or so, because I've had multiple times where it's been fine, and then every once in a while I would just have a batch that would just be bad, like immediately, and I'd be like, how did this happen? I don't understand. What did I do wrong? I did it the same way I did everything else. Turns out I was just rolling the dice really well.
Yeah. Because some soups will do fine doing that because they don't have, say, a dairy product in there that will curdle from the
Yep.
sudden change in temp.
Yep.
Other
I don't-
soups
didn't
that
use
have
dairy.
a dairy product in it.
But,
Dairy products are the ones you'd be rolling the heaviest on. Like
Yeah.
the paprikash that we have every Christmas uses a lot of sour cream in the broth. And sometimes my mom will do the broth in the morning and it'll be done by say 11. Sometimes we've had to stay up till like midnight before we could finally go stick them out in the fridge.
That's rough.
If we're feeling brave, we'll just leave it outside in the below freezing weather.
I mean, that'll do it. That'll do it. But yeah, so
Yeah.
that's what I found out. It also turns out Dutch ovens really retain the heat. So I learned a lot of things because I'm using a non-enameled. That's the other thing I learned. I learned that I probably should have bought an enameled Dutch oven and not a non-enameled cast iron. But
oh yeah, no, we've got the enameled. The enameled's great.
see, I wanted to cook it inside of the oven, and all of the enameled ones had plastic handles. Yeah.
Okay, so my mom normally buys these through QVC because QVC, partnership
Amazon.
with La Crusade, so they tend to go
Well,
on sale.
QVC, as I'll keep that in mind for the future, because I was just shooting from the hip on all this.
Do you want me to keep an eye out for next time there's a sale? It's like, hey, the enameled
No, I don't have any
ones
space.
okay, because my enameled one and the enameled ones my mom owns, none of them have plastic or wooden handles, so
Yeah.
you're gonna want something to grip onto them with.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I already have that.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was just an issue of every single one I was looking at had.
Yeah.
Not stuff you put in the oven.
If only you'd known, you could just go to your good buddy Max Force and be like, hey, how do I what do I do?
Well, it's not like we shared cooking tips in the past, so didn't exactly have that knowledge on hand. I wasn't aware you were a crockpot connoisseur.
Oh, I'm not. But my mom got me a La Crusade, and I love that little thing.
But
it's great for doing deep frying in.
Yeah, so that's what. So I got for $2 a pound. I got a pork shoulder, 16 pounds of it. So I'm I'm unfreezing it right now. I'm gonna chop that up into 4, put 12 of that pounds back into the freezer. Then I'm gonna drop that 4 pound into cubes. Drop that into the Dutch oven. Gonna simmer that with chicken broth, some potatoes, onions, carrots, beans, and corn. And I'm gonna put that into the oven at 300 for around 3 hours. See how that turns out.
Should turn out pretty well.
Yeah, and then I'm going to store the rest inside all of those little containers I just got, so I can just dump one into my little tiny pot and cook it up for the day. Instead of needing to reheat the whole fucking thing and hoping for the best. I'm being a little bit less retarded as time goes by, and it only took me 31 years.
No one's gonna comment on that.
Well, normally the shit you've been learning about with this stuff would have been wisdom passed down by your grandparents or whichever parent tended to do the most cooking.
Yeah.
But you know, I've got enough stories of your life growing up. I don't see
Yeah.
that having ever been on the table.
Yeah, no, that was never gonna happen. Yeah. Yeah, no, that was never gonna happen. All right, so let's see. We covered Clackety. We've covered all of those things. We've covered the crash outs. Oh, right, the final crash out. Sneaky is younger than me. Oba panic. Damn, you're older than me? Dude, wait until 33 to have a kid? Wait until 33 to get married? Bro, what the fuck are you doing? You have the childhood next door neighbor girlfriend and you haven't married her yet?
God damn it, Infant, put a ring on that woman.
Hang on
And
a
you're
second.
33?
Put
no.
a ring on it.
No. See, you can be 29 and alone. I'm 31 and alone. It's all no. I'm 32 and alone actually soon. But it's all fine. See, we don't have the next door neighbor childhood
friend.
girlfriend, so
And
we can get the excuse of not having
Yeah,
a wife slightly.
yeah.
More of an excuse
Slightly.
than this fucker who has a business, a family business, land, a house, childhood girlfriend.
Oh, and he's
who
the
like
exotic
who
one.
likes to cosplay,
Mods
He's the
kill this man
exotic one
immediately.
she enjoys.
hasn't married her. What a piece of shit.
What the
See,
fuck is the
I
matter
thought
with
you were young. I thought you were like 24 or 23, and that's why you hadn't done anything yet. I thought you were just a young retard, and now you're telling me that you're an old retard who is letting the opportunity of his life slip through his fingers?
Yep.
This is some crazy fucking work.
God damn it, can you Pinoys do anything right?
No.
Jesus.
Who just deleted something? I saw that.
Oh wait, did someone delete something?
I just saw something change.
We saw what you deleted.
I don't think anything changed.
Kellionaire just deleted something. No, that was 10 minutes ago. Okay. Huh. Do you recall now that Throatfucker's wife has baby rabies? Well, yeah, he just took her on a
Yeah,
world
she
tour. Yeah, no
She
shit,
just
she's
caught
got
the
baby rabies now.
She just caught it.
At least he's fucking married her, finally.
Right? Lucky fucker.
Only took him years as well. A fucking decade. God damn, what is with people marrying women so late these days?
Because society tells you should wait. It tells women they should wait.
But here's the thing,
everyone
he's
knows
been
they
dating her since high school.
Yep.
He's been dating her for over 10 fucking years. It's like, Jesus Christ, you have land, you have a family business, you're dating this woman for life, you might as well just marry her.
You should, yeah.
Literal childhood tomboy next door girlfriend. Don't marry her. Oh, what are you gonna do? Break up with her?
Right? Where are you gonna find something better than that?
I feel like I'm a man dying of thirst watching another man drown.
Right?
Yes, you're right.
Very much so, because she is that Sappho wife is she's something.
You're right. Jesus Christ. Woman.
Society thinks we need more than 8 months of dating to get engaged and married. 8 months of dating is perfectly fine. I would honestly say like a year and a half is around the time period, because like at that point you've renewed your lease, right? You've renewed the rent agreement.
I feel like 6 months to 2 years is what I was hearing. My
that's perfectly
aunts and
fine.
uncles, my grandparents.
Yeah, that is plenty of time for at least one crisis to occur, and you can get a good read on how they are in a bad moment. And
Yep.
after that, if you're not wanting to stay with them, then fucking don't. And if they reacted well, fucking marry them. What else? What other proof do you need at that point? Like, holy shit, life's not going to be sunshine and roses. The person you meet is not going to fill every single checkbox you have for them. If they fill enough, that's more than what most people have.
You know, if they fill every checkbox, you might want to start wondering if they've been stalking you at that
Hey, at that
point.
point,
Right?
it's best wife.
You know what? If they've been stalking, yeah, that's great. Shit, I'll take that.
We've been together for so long and done so much, it feels like we're already married, but I guess it's time for a world tour. I mean, fuck, dude. I mean, you know, if that's what it takes to get you married, then do for it. I just,
If it
you
feels
know,
like you're already married, just go.
Just go make it official.
Whatever the
fucking have the
shortest
goddamn
route
wedding and
to
kid.
get the certificate is, just go do it.
You gotta
Right?
have the kid before it's too late. You don't want the kid to end up more autistic than you. I mean, you're already cutting it close with how retarded you are. You don't want your kid being more retarded than you are because you waited too long. I mean, you already want to stick your dick in a toaster. I mean, like, damn. Bar's low, but holy shit. You're in the
To
basement.
be fair, that's just because he's going to be turning his child into a mechanicus tech priest, so it'll be just in the family.
Hmm. If you say so.
He's not wrong. Given that it's infant.
I mean, I don't know. We'll just have to see. We'll just have to see. I mean, you know, not every furry parent has a furry child, but more, that's usually because they, we're not going to talk about that one. Yeah, we're not going to talk about that one.
We're just going to
Oh,
drop
that's
that
that.
subject
They
immediately.
they don't
gonna
talk
dodge
about that.
Yeah, we're going to dodge that one. But yeah, so, okay, so Infant, we just crashed out on Infant. Was there anything more? You know, I feel like I'm missing something. I feel like I'm missing something. There's definitely... Right, the government.
Of course. The
So I
government.
sent
Yes.
Max an image of my adventures with the government. I had to renew
is
my
this something
passport.
you randomly hit me with, like?
Yes. The picture of me.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
4 hours ago. Yeah.
So.
Yeah. By the way, you sent that. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck is wrong there. The lighting's fine. The only complaint I could see, if it's an AI thing complaining about it, is you got two different types of light sources coming from each side.
Look, I'll tell you what I did to resolve it.
You got a yellow on one side and a white on the other.
Yeah, look, it was giving me so much shit. So, the amount of fucking shit I went through for this fucking thing. So I had to get my passport renewed. And they have an online self-service at this point, so you don't have to make an appointment and wait months. Great. Okay, take a picture. I'm like, all right, fantastic. So I go up to a blank wall. I take a picture of myself. You're too close. I'm like, okay, well, let me just extend it out here, take a picture of myself. It's too dark. I'm like, okay, fine. And then I go to a different portion of my wall, and I take a picture, and they're like, oh, the wall's off color. I'm like, okay, fine. And I go to a different section of the wall that has better lighting and has better color ratio. Because they want a perfect white background. Like, I don't even know why. They just demand it. And so I'm like, okay, fine. Let me get to a better spot in my small apartment where I have a wall that I can take a picture against that is of the proper color with the proper light saturation that I can have at a proper zoom level that also doesn't simultaneously get anything else in the picture. Because even if the sections of the picture are going to be cut off for the actual ID, I can't have like a portion of the window in the background or any little thing that shows that the wall behind me is not a uniform white spot. So I'm like, okay, fine. So I take that picture, and they're like, it's not bright enough. I'm like, okay, well, the section of my wall that satisfies all of the other complaints isn't bright enough because I don't have a fucking light bulb there because it's a section of my apartment that doesn't have a light. So I'm like, okay, fine. I'm going to go into my room. I got 3 lamps in my room. I'm going to position them around me. I'm going to get up against this wall over here. And it's going to be a white background because I'm going to take a poster, I'm going to flip it around, I'm going to use the white back of the poster to present a white background that is perfectly uniform for the picture. I take the picture, your picture's too dark. And I am out of fucks to give at this point. And they're like, oh, don't AI edit your photo. I'm like, fuck, I'm not doing that. Hey, AI, add lighting to this photo. And they finally accepted it when I used AI to brighten the photo.
Of course.
I'm just like, Jesus fucking Christ. Like, do you just expect every John and Jane to have a fully professional studio for photos in their apartment?
Yes.
Yes.
Of course, do you not?
It's the U.S. government, I'm aware.
Citizen, you need to have this in your apartment, otherwise you will be falling behind.
But yeah, so I submitted that, and they're like, oh yeah, it's gonna take till like July 12th to get it. I'm like, okay. Alright, fine.
Yeah, that sounds right.
But yeah.
The government being stupid again.
And it was just such a fucking shit show. Because like they were never happy. I took maybe like 9 photos before I finally AI edited the last one to make it to satisfy them and their desire of having a professionally done photo.
Well, you know, Sneaky, they're really hoping you'll just go to your local post office to get this taken care of.
That's
Apparently.
what it sounds
Apparently.
like.
Yeah, but I don't like going outside, so I didn't do that.
Fair.
Local man
no,
hates
you
going
don't.
outside.
Yes, I do. This is true. This is true. Gentlemen, 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 gentlemen.
What? Should I be concerned?
Let's go to the news story section.
I should be concerned. Thank you for letting me know.
Just news stories. Just completely new stories. First chapter of posting the story. And it's just every single story in the entire world. Let's see what we got here. We got sick Urza. Urza gets sick. Okay.
Why?
It's rated K+. Dance doesn't lie. Patient is Thalia Granger, 15-year-old student from Hogwarts. Potions explosion. Oh, patient. Oh, the patient is named Thalia Granger. Okay. This is apparently dialogue, by the way. They decided to make dialogue their summary. 15 years old, student from Hogwarts. Potions explosion. 2nd degree burns, shrapnel to the face and chest. Granger, a man asked. One of the only calm voices in the room. Yes, sister of Hermione Granger.
Oh god, she's got a sister now.
Really? You're really gonna make a self-insert sister of the self-insert?
Yep.
Yes.
It's a bold decision, Cotton.
Interesting.
You know, I feel like I should have just stayed downstairs helping to move furniture. That may have been better for my mental health.
Maybe.
That was your first mistake.
Get me 5 cc's of Draught of Living Death by syringe for intramuscular injection. Why not just dose her normally?
Because she
It doesn't sound
can't
fancy.
open her mouth. Also, yes, doesn't sound fancy.
I mean, yeah. Okay, yes, sure, but the thing is that a lot of these potions are based on the old alchemical mumbo jumbo, and then on top of that, they're based on the whole classic. You have to drink the whole potion for the effect.
Yeah, giving someone 5 cc's of Draught of Living Death ain't doing shit.
Well, it might make them numb, weak, stiff.
Sign.
What?
Perish.
Sure.
What?
But why not just dose them with an actual dose? Why introduce the idea that you can have minute dosages? If
Because fuck
minute
you.
dosages were possible, why is there not minute dosages of pepper up? Why is there not minute dosing? Why isn't there a restaurant
Bro, I've
that
been
sells...
microdosing Pepper Up all day.
Bro.
Okay,
Isn't
wait.
that just coffee?
Yes.
Yes.
It's magical coffee.
I'm trying to think what else.
Why aren't you
Bro.
microdosing Happy Potion? Why aren't you microdosing...
Cheering
Sneaky, I
charm.
can see it now. Some guy in a lab somewhere. All right, listen to me. Don't try microdosing. What's the potion? Polyjuice. It's weird, man.
Oh.
It's weird.
Well,
You
so
get-
that's
you get
actually
loopy,
one
man.
of the few potions that explicitly actually we have information on about what happens when you fuck with the dosing.
Oh,
God,
yeah.
what happens?
You
Well,
turn
I
into a
mean,
cat.
she turned into a half cat because she didn't use the correct hair. And then there was a case
well.
where one kid went to the hospital or something at some point because they only took so much of a polyjuice. They tried half dosing the polyjuice or some shit.
Something like that.
So what I'm hearing is I can get my 40k cat people guardsmen by microdosing Polyjuice potions with cat hair?
Yeah, but
No.
that'll like change their intestines to be cat intestines, and then they'll die.
Yeah, don't do
Magos
that.
biologists will
bad.
accept this outcome.
Error. Damn, not found.
But that could kill them. And?
It will be a learning experience.
Willing to accept this conclusion. It's for science, obviously.
Obviously, science, of course.
Cave Johnson, proud member of the Adeptus Mechanicus.
I mean,
Mo?
base.
When the Emperor gives you lemons, make the Emperor take the lemons back. I'm gonna burn the Golden Throne down with a lemon.
What was that, God?
Cave Johnson's absolutely a heretic.
Well, that's technically still part of the Adeptus Mechanicus.
No, I can definitely see him ending up as a Malatak.
Maybe.
Malatak is you're not a heretic, but you are very close to it. So we're putting you in the shame corner.
No,
where you can experiment alone, by yourself, with no oversight. Why do they keep turning into heretics?
Yeah,
All we did was tell them that they're stupid and wrong and everything they did was a mistake and then put them in a corner alone.
And then gave them unsupervised
Fabricator
access
General,
to
do you
toys.
perhaps see what the problem is with your speech? Ah, yes, I see, Acolyte. Also, death because you said that I was wrong.
The Fabricator General would never admit to being wrong.
Oh, no, he'd admit to it and then just fucking kill the person.
Anyway. Jesus Christ, that's horrifying.
What did you find?
Atton's Dream Girl.
I'm sorry, what?
Mordred.
Moedred.
No, check chat.
Ah! Oh, that's Hermione, isn't it?
There's your microdosing experiment.
Guardsman, kill it! I dislike the way it's looking at me.
Jerkin, Jerkin.
Eat shit, eat shit, eat shit, eat shit.
Brother Thaddeus, the multi-melter, quickly.
Share your screen? No.
Why would he do that?
Yes, there's the cats. I was waiting for that.
There, is that what you wanted?
Fucking
Is that what you wanted?
Bowie
in there?
knife
Also, that's
again.
horrible.
Oh god, that is terrible. What? Isn't that the new Cats
Yes.
movie?
Yeah.
Whatever.
That's
saying,
not
of
even
course
new.
it's
That's
the
not
new
even
Cat
new. That's
movie.
old. That's an old movie at this point.
Look, it's new relative to him, okay? It came out in the last 20 years.
Listen, old for sign is the talkies, okay?
Fuck off. Fucking
Sign.
Bowie knife again.
Oh.
Cats came out just before COVID.
Disgusting.
That's why more people were spared the curse of cats this time around, because they weren't allowed to go to theaters. This ended up being a net benefit for mankind.
Fair.
Silence 40k fic goes even farther. Yeah, well, I'm hoping that his dick will carry him the distance.
No, Silence 40k fic implies that they're basically just Thundercats.
Yes.
Thunder, thunder, Thundercats, ho!
Which is still very far along the line, but not how do I say this? He made sure that they were hot, as opposed to whatever the hell's going on there, or whatever the hell was going on with Granger. So it's theoretically more acceptable, working off the idea that it was a planet created by a bunch of horny perverts, which we don't know for a fact that Carlos McConnell wasn't, because Games Workshop are cowards who refuses to elaborate on Carlos McConnell.
I mean, I would too.
Be a coward?
Let's see. Star Trek, no one cares. Ninjago, no one cares. Fishhook, never heard of it. Lincoln Lawyer, definitely not. High School DxD, that's not English. Let's see here. Wrestling? Really, wrestling?
Really?
People make wrestling fics?
What?
Wrestling is a fan fiction, bro.
I was gonna say wrestling
I know,
is one
that's
of
what I'm
the best
saying.
fan fictions ever written.
I'm aware.
No, I don't know about best.
You tried to talk to my face after seeing Stone Cold Steve Austin punch Vince McMahon in the face.
You all right there? No, you having a little bit of a
I'm
stroke?
having a bit of a stroke. I'm sorry.
A streck.
What's wrong there, Nose? Having a cortisol spike?
Death upon you.
Do we need to deploy the horse?
Jesus fucking Christ.
Are you prepared to go to return to the horsey hearsey Nose?
The horsey
I need
hearsey.
you to. Guys, the horsey hearsey. Shut up.
I'm deploying the horse.
Deploy the horse.
Horsey. Shut the
A horse,
fuck
a horse.
up.
Max,
a horse,
Shut
a
the
horse.
fuck up.
Max, we're deploying the horse heresy. Quickly, fetch G Gundam.
The horse has been deployed.
Okay. All right. If we can find a cheap copy of Horse the War Master, I can probably find a 3D horse head dipstick on there.
Oh no.
Dominic found a website of curses. No one in his friend group believes it's true, so he has to prove them wrong. Gesso watches as the curse is brought right in front of her, and they have to race against time in order to figure out how to break it. With Roman
That
by
sounds
her
retarded.
side and all of their friends just as scared, they have to come up with a solution. So this is
The
featuring
solution is
Dean
don't read the website of
Ambrose,
curses, you
Roman
stupid kids.
Reigns, Dominic Mysterio, and of course the self-insert OC.
Wow, that's
All right.
special.
By the way, the self-insert OC is female. Female author syndrome. No way.
On a wrestling story.
On a wrestling story.
What a combination.
That is a combination, yes.
They're not even English either.
Are they Spanish? Mexican? Something like that?
Oh, I don't know. This author has written 100... Sorry, my bad. What the fuck?
What do you
Joined in
fucking
2016. So, if they joined in 2016, they were probably born around 2003. If they were born around 2003, that makes them 23 now. Yep. Oh, 23 now is 2003. Oh, Jesus Christ.
You're old, Sneaky.
I know, I feel it. Author has
Good.
written 1,354 stories for wrestling.
I see.
Just wrestling.
Well, they found a niche and they dug themselves in like a tick, I suppose.
Those are words. I don't take requests.
Good, I'm glad. Please stop writing.
I always have a
But
list
my
of
request
over
is that
50
you never write again.
unwritten
Can you take that
ideas.
request?
My brain never shuts up. The list will ever grow. Thank you to everyone who reads, favorites, and follows my stuff. It means a lot to me. I also make wrestling tribute videos. Yeah, so it's definitely a woman because it's called Missy's Tributes. I love wrestling.
Is her name, her author name, Missy?
No, her author name is Scovo.
Oh, so she just dropped her own real name here. Okay.
Well, I mean, Missy isn't exactly a defining
Yeah, I was gonna
name,
say,
you
not
know?
exactly
It's
smoking
fair.
gun there.
Damn. They have 1 million views.
Wow.
Well, how old's the channel?
6 years.
All right, never mind. That's not. I mean, if that's the only thing they're putting up there, that's not terrible.
Pretty much all of them came from this one single tribute video, which is near 300,000 views. Followed by another Roman Reigns tribute video from 2021, and then another Roman Reigns tribute video from 2021 in April. So I can only imagine that the reason why he's getting all these, she's getting all these views is Roman must have had an arc during 2021.
It's entirely possible.
And let's see what we got going on here.
What no one knows is that they're accurately predicting the death of Roman Reigns.
Okay, alright, I mean, you know, it's... I mean, it's okay. I mean, it's... Wouldn't exactly call it... I mean, I don't know wrestling lore, so I can't say if it's fitting music or not, but they're not exactly pacing the clips to the song all that well. I mean, they got the pacing a little bit better later on into the video, so I mean, it's like... It's amateur work, but, you know, hey-ho, it's working out for them. The last video they posted was a year ago, though, so I guess they gave up on the tribute channel. They're clearly not giving up on writing fanfiction for it, though.
Unfortunately.
Sneaky, they realized where the real money was.
Well, I mean, to be fair to them as well, they started their channel in 2020, late 2020, and they've really popped. Their biggest pop off was at the start of 2021, and their latest video now in 2025 had only 162 views. So they've lost like 99% of their audience. So I can kind of understand why they might stop making them if they've lost that much of an audience.
Yeah.
But yeah, English is not their first language. There is two people, the internet you and the real you. There is just one real you, which means if you're not the kind on if you're which
Use you?
there's not two of you, the internet you and the real you. There is just the real you, which means if you're not kind on the internet, you are not kind.
I mean, that's
No.
fair.
No, I would say there is two versions of everyone. There's the version of themselves that is their actions when they believe there's no consequences. And then there is the version of themselves that when they believe that actions have consequences. And now, to be fair, a lot of people these days, especially, are of the I have no separation between those two things because they're not capable of realizing consequences will even happen. And also on top of that, you have a large majority of people online now who are connecting their real name to everything they do.
Never make that mistake.
And then they act like they don't have any consequences when they do things. And then they have consequences. And then they suddenly realize that having their real name, real job, real location attached to an actual real comment from them, usually unhinged, doesn't result in anything good. Much like Dankler. Dankler is actually a great example of this. He had his real name and real everything attached to his account, where he posted a video of his pub doing a Nazi salute. And back in the day, the YouTube channel that he posted it to, it wasn't a tuber channel. It was just his channel that he used to watch other people's shit, save videos he likes, and then occasionally send videos to his friends. Except, he kind of was retarded. And that he had the normie mindset of, even though I'm on a public site, it's still private because I'm just sending it to my friends.
Yeah.
Which he was rudely proven false about when he got arrested for this public video he posted publicly.
Well, he shouldn't have posted that in Bongland. That was his big mistake.
That's his mistake. And well, again, that gets to my whole thing of like, you get what you voted for, and if you vote in ignorance, well, you get what you voted for.
Well, see, here's the problem: it's that the Labor Party tricked everyone. Clearly.
Yeah, but the saying goes is, I believe the exact phrasing is, "Bite me once, shame on me. Bite me twice. Bite me once, shame on you. Bite me twice, shame on me.
Shame on
bite
me."
Well, no, it's fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, or fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
Right.
Yeah.
That one. Yeah. You can only use the excuse of, oh, well, the people I was voting for lied about what they were going to pick.
You can only use that so many times, yeah.
I mean, when it's like the 8th party in a row who said we aren't going to do the thing, and then they do the thing, it's like, well...
They did the thing.
Maybe you should stop picking career politicians. Man, all these career politicians, I keep picking the career politician thing.
Maybe politicking shouldn't be a career.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Almost like we need some kind of
Limits on
Term
the
limit.
amount
long
of
form
times.
term limits on the amount
Yeah.
of times you can do this shit.
Crazy.
No, that'll
right?
never happen. I don't know what you're talking about.
Good thing we don't have any term limits on anything already. That'd be real awkward
Yeah.
if we already had term limits on things.
It's not like we
I know,
realized that
could you
one
imagine
particular
the
thing.
scandal?
Right? Could you imagine us putting term limits on some sort of political position and then not term limits on any of the other political positions?
We like what? We're gonna hold the highest office in the land to a separate standard? What?
Well, that almost
Holding
happened, and then he
politicians
died.
to
So,
standards?
yeah.
That's insane. You can't do that.
Anyway. Let's see here. What was I going to do? Right, I was going to turn the AC on.
Yeah, I'm having to do that a lot more than I like.
Skill issue.
Motherfucker, do you know how hot it is here?
Yes. I'm south of you.
Yeah, you probably have it hotter than I do, but also keep in mind I'm on an upper floor.
Okay. Skill
This
issue.
shit
That's
sucks.
true. His family keeps him locked in the attic.
Where he belongs.
He's Harry Potter of the attic.
I'm actually just a gnome in the attic.
I knew it.
You're the oh boy. No, I value our friendship. I'm not gonna finish that one.
Are you
I
gonna say it's
appreciate
because
that.
of my nose?
Yeah.
No, that was actually not where I was gonna go.
That's where Sign was going to go, apparently.
That's exactly where I was gonna go.
Well, see, that's because I trust you with my friendship and not Sign. Fuck you, Sign.
See, I was only thinking it because you brought it up.
Oh, no. You
No,
don't bring that
no.
up. No, you don't get to knock back out of this one. No, I didn't even bring it up. You were thinking it before I
And
brought
again,
it up.
I want to be clear. I was not going in a schnoz-based direction for this man.
Well,
I
well,
was
here
simply
we are.
going to insult his weight.
That's fair.
Oh.
Now, you know what? Fair.
I mean, that's a dangerous game they're playing then if they're keeping him in the attic. How good are those support beams?
Pretty good.
They're pretty robust.
Magic the Gathering players just look at you like this. Yeah, I've been using that emote a lot more. That's my new
It's
favorite
very
emote.
applicable.
Here it is. They actually added it to Discord.
That one.
That's my new favorite emote. Because I really am a Pow World Valheim bundle. I mean, fair enough.
I mean, that just sounds like a way to saddle me with Valheim.
Valheim?
Valheim is the prequel to Windrose.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it's a spiritual prequel.
Okay,
It's made by the same
prequel I'll agree
company.
with.
Valheim? No, it's not.
No. Windrose is made by Power World.
Yeah, it's made by Pocket. It's published by Pocket Pair. Not made by Pocket Pair. It's published by Pocket Pair, and it's inspired by Valheim.
It's also inspired by Pokemon.
Yes.
But yeah.
Windrose is massively inspired by Valheim. Pretty much every mechanic that Windrose does, except for ship combat, is inspired by Valheim.
Hey! Valheim doesn't have shanties.
It could use them.
True. It could. Yes.
So that's two mechanics.
True.
Ah, yes. Two entire mechanics.
We have a whole two mechanics that aren't stealing your lunch money.
I have found an incredible use of AI. It uses agents as players in a geopolitical scenario and lets you pick a country within the scenario and play with a dynamic map grand strategy style. Has all of the usual token systems for free versus subbed accounts and a difficult system in most and a difficulty system. In most of the scenarios that have been created, we're so close to being able to do good AI-based TTRPGs, I can feel it. Honestly, yeah, that's a fair enough point. I mean, yeah, if you can pre-program the AI to basically run a scenario, that's pretty good progress, yeah. An alternate history sandbox game. Now, the only problem is that it wants to harvest all of your data.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's a bit of a side part of that.
Damn, 1.3 million ongoing games in the modern era. 1 million games going on in World War II. 1 million future games. 250,000 1836. 250,000 World War I. Damn, we're not having a... Oh, of course. There we go. Someone imported the Fire Rises to it.
Oh, fucking course they did.
Oh. Oh, of course they did. Of course they did.
Ah, fuck. It's 9:30, 8:30, 9:30, whatever time zone you people exist in.
Yes.
The best time zone.
Obviously the only correct time zone.
Beijing?
No.
Congratulations, 1,000 credit score has been added to your account.
I can get back on the train.
Oh,
That's a
Does
sentence.
this mean my phone will finally stop screaming at people about my debt?
no.
Yes.
That is like the most fucked thing I knew about them doing.
No,
Oh, wait,
no,
I'm sorry, what?
This is definitely the most fucked thing I've ever seen the Chinese do.
No. I mean about the social. Holy Jesus. Okay. I was talking about the social credit, about the social credit thing. Where?
Oh, are you talking?
So,
Are you showing the like feet thing that they used to do?
Yep, the foot thing.
yeah.
Used to.
Oh.
I still do it.
I got
So,
some bad
side,
news.
what it was if you were in too much debt,
Oh, look,
Yeah.
your
that's
phone
horrible.
would randomly
Let everyone
scream
know
out
around you that you're poor.
that you were a no good deadbeat. It would also randomly send text messages to your family saying you need to guilt trip them into paying their bills.
Wow, that is just.
Oh.
Whew.
What do you? What do they do when the
as far
person
as-
just doesn't go outside and all their next of kin are just dead?
Yeah,
Or
well-
don't care.
And it just randomly goes off in your house.
Well, see, that's actually pretty funny. Is that that actually already happened? There's a video of that where basically this Chinese inspection team was coming around, and they're like, "You have to leave your apartment. It's mandated by the state." And the guy's like, "No, fuck you, fuck the state. I'm not. You know, my parents are dead. My grandparents are dead. My land has been taken. I have debts. Fuck you. What else can you do with me?" And they're like, your family will be cursed for 7 generations. And he's like, "I won't have a 7-generation family to curse. I have 0 generations."
Man said, "Do what you must. I no longer care."
Pretty much, yeah. Well, I mean, there's that whole fucking song going around with China's youth, videos of them singing it.
Well, I mean, listen, it's been boiling for a while. Like, it started way back even before the pandemic with Lie Flat.
Yeah, lie flat movement.
Is this it? Oh, yes, here it is. Yep, found it.
People without dreams don't cry. Woo, all right.
Oh yeah, no. Listen, China has speedrun nihilism. Okay.
I mean, to be honest, from what we know about Chinese history, it's not really speedrunning as it's baked into them.
Yeah.
Okay, it normally takes longer though.
Mm.
I mean, it's only taken what 4,000 years.
I mean, it's time. As you know, I'm looking at my watch, and then the watch says it's time for China to break again. It's gonna happen. Who knows when and who knows how, but it's definitely gonna happen. Let's see if we got anything else here to close out the night on that's absolutely horrible. Let's see, Owl House furry stuff, Harry. Oh, you know
Ugh.
what? Actually, there is one thing I would love to see if people have made any responses on. It would probably be under T for the, right?
No.
Wait, people have written 102 kind stories? That's crazy.
Ah, yes, two kinds. Truly the most dangerous thing of our times.
Damn, that's crazy.
Is it?
Kinda, yeah, it's a fucking webcomic. I mean, yeah, sure, it's admittedly a really old webcomic and kind of obscure, but it's a fucking webcomic. Looks like The Boys is not, in fact, under comics on FFN.
Then it might be under shows.
Yeah, I'm gonna...
Yeah,
Or
unfortunately.
TV?
is it the boys in the comic, or is the comic named after Homelander? Genuine question. I don't actually know.
Is
I
Atten
have
still
no
here?
idea.
Atten would know.
Sorry, what am I supposed to know?
Homelander, The Boys, what's the comic called?
The Boys.
It's
Okay,
literally
that's
just
what I
Homelander.
thought,
Okay.
yeah.
Yes.
Got
Alright,
Okay,
then
so they don't
it's probably
have
under
The
shows.
Boys on FFN.
Probably because that show by default is M-rated.
No, they would have.
Boys? Oh, it's just under Boys under TV shows. Damn.
Yeah.
Cough.
Damn.
Well, I mean, okay.
Then, yeah.
I kind of understand that simply because there wasn't.
Only 160 stories? There is nearly as many The Boys fanfics as two kinds.
Okay, listen. I guarantee you, if you go check out Archive of Our Own Filth, you're gonna find a lot more there. 'Cause
Oh,
there's a
yeah,
lot of
well,
stuff.
yeah, well, you know, yeah. It's like,
We don't like going around there these days.
Yeah, I feel
I'm
like
not
if
saying we should go there. I'm just saying
Yeah.
that's where it's all gonna be. Look,
it's all
the show
gay.
had the show had an entire scene where a dude shrunk himself tiny and then used himself as a sounding instrument on his boyfriend, but then he was super high and made himself grow and exploded the dude. And that's a whole
Shut
scene
the
they spent
fuck
like
up.
that's a whole scene they spent probably 5
I
minutes
want
of
to see
airtime
comic
on.
Homelander react to TV Homelander.
Oh yeah, that would be hilarious.
He'd probably be just really confused the whole time.
Okay, so there's only 329 stories for the Boys comic edition. And if we go to Boys TV edition, it goes to 7,000.
Not surprising.
All right. So if we exclude, let's see, how do I exclude this? Right. So if, if we exclude male on male and orgy,
as one should.
then we are left with only 3,600 boys' stories, which is more than I thought. But now I need to know.
I was gonna say.
Damn, really? No two kinds webcomic? Really? Nothing? Oh, here we go. Two kinds fandom. 47 stories. Wow. Why does Archive of Our Own have less stories than fucking FFN for two kinds?
That seems incorrect.
That's so weird. Anyway, yeah, so the boys actually has a healthy, air quotes, fan base on AO3 that isn't just M times M. Looks up two kinds, my immediate reaction. It's enough internet for today. Did you know that the author of Two Kinds is Markiplier's younger brother?
No, I could
No,
have
you
done
don't?
without that knowledge.
No?
Yeah,
Well, now you know.
that was some random knowledge I acquired somewhere, probably from you in a conversation. How did that even get out?
I learned it because way back in the day. Markiplier was making a vlog. I'm talking like 2016. Markiplier was making a vlog, and he was talking about how his brother was going to Comic Con or some sort of convention because he ran a webcomic called Two Kinds. And I was like, head snaps towards screen. He runs what?
The ancient texts.
Because I've been following Two Kinds since 2008.
I remember checking Two Kinds out because it was part of that Stamp on the Ground animatic you sent me
Yeah.
way
I
back
don't think
when.
I ever looked
Yep.
at it.
And it's like,
that's
oh,
how,
you know, the
that's
story,
how I found it too.
the story here is actually not too bad. This is kind of decent.
It was kind of funny.
But
Yeah,
but like many web comics, and you know, it's the same problem I have with light novels and manga. Oh my god, get to a point, learn how to end a story.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
No,
What's
Max,
Two
the
Kinds?
story is eternal.
Two Kinds is a story about an evil paladin who decided he was going to go kill God. And he sort of succeeded, but the backlash effectively caused him to lose all of his memories. And he ended up falling in love with the subhuman that he kept around as a slave.
And from my understanding, that's also not that's not the people who are like, oh, it's a slur. It's technically a slur, but it's also just what they're called, unfortunately, in the setting, I think. Unless I'm misremembering
they're called
the
in the
fuck
setting.
out of that.
They're called like felines in the setting or some bullshit. It's a full anthro furry. It's a full body anthropomorphized tiger. I think they're called like tigray or some bullshit in the setting now.
That sounds right.
But anyway, point being is that he kept her. So the thing is that humanity under his rule made some massive strides in mass enslavement of all of the non-human races around the world, wielding anti-magic and basically kicking the shit out of everyone, human fighter style.
Oh.
And then
hit them hard.
He killed God,
and kind of got amnesia and ended up falling in love with the slave he had kept around that, you know, he forgot was his slave. And they go on adventures while he searches for his lost memories, and it was a ongoing gag where every time he went somewhere, everyone would be like, "Oh shit, you're the guy," and he's like, "Yeah, I am, and I do the guy things." Quick, what are the guy things I do? You beat the shit out of people with magic. Okay, I don't know any magic anymore. So early on, it was kind of funny. It was back during the era where you kind of just made a webcomic to just make a webcomic. Like, it was during the era where webcomics didn't really have a concrete story direction they were going, and they were kind of just like slice of. They had a more concrete story than the comics appearing in the newspaper, but they took a lot of inspiration from the comics in the newspaper of that they didn't really have a momentum to the events.
Oh, yes.
Like, the events kind of just, you know, they just happened in a row.
The mystical era where VG Cats actually got updates.
Yeah, the era of VG Cats, the era of Mega Tokyo, and did you know they started updating again? The author won.
No,
yeah, the author beat. Yeah. Mega Tokyo
Fred
started
beat
updating
cancer?
again. Yeah, he beat cancer.
Or I thought it was his wife that had cancer.
Someone had cancer, but yeah, they started updating again. They just updated December 28th, 2025.
Nice. Good for him.
Yeah, Mega Tokyo is, again, another one of those classic stories of, damn, this is going nowhere, and this is like a really weird slice of life story. And then it just got a plot out of fucking nowhere, just like every other comic at the time. I guess they all like talk to each other because they would always cross-advertise, and it's how I ended up finding a lot of webcomics back in the day. Because I'd be like reading Two Kinds, and the author would be like, "Oh hey, you should check out Goblins," and then Goblins would be like, "Oh hey, you should check out Mega Tokyo." I stopped reading Goblins because, well, if you know, you know.
I don't know.
Then you don't need to know.
That bad,
it's that bad.
Yeah, it got influenced by changes in the author's impulse control. Goblins did goblin things? No. They were explicitly doing non-goblin things, which is fine. Except the author kind of diluted the plot with their personal life arc, I'm going to call it. But yeah, no, it's crazy. Mega Tokyo is finally updating again, because they stopped updating, what, back in 2012, 2014?
Something like that.
And the last author update from Piro is 2023. Oh, the cancer came back? Oh, and then beat it again. Jesus Christ. Fucking roller coaster.
So he's a winner twice over. Okay.
Bad news, there was a relapse. Good news, we beat the relapse.
We beat it again. Good news, beat the cancer. Bad news, relapse.
Sneaky just had a mini roller coaster.
Yeah, right. It's just, well, I mean, you know, it's sad. It's sad when your story you've been following for over 5 years suddenly stops updating with no information as to why they stopped updating, and then finally the author makes an update of, hey, you know, we stopped updating because my wife got cancer, and, you know, I have to take care of her and work a real job because this job pays nice, but it paid nice when we didn't have to pay for cancer treatments. And it's like,
yeah,
fair.
Extremely fair.
Damn, they actually have They're earning $1,500 a month now for Mega Tokyo updates.
Oh,
Wow, that's
Nice.
great.
Good for
Neat.
them. Oh god, Mega Tokyo started in 2000. I've been reading it for that long.
Oh god. Don't remind me, I was there from the beginning.
I shall now deal you time damage because I have dealt myself time damage. I
Sneaky hurt
cast
himself in his confusion,
Mac
but he hurt
Hall!
Sign too. Oh
Sneaky,
god.
no,
No!
Sneaky,
No!
stop playing the red burn deck. Stop doing it to yourself.
Why would you do this?
Damn, Mac Hall was so good.
Well, when he wasn't being a huge fucking shitlib.
I mean, you knew what you were getting into when you started reading a fucking comic called Mac Hall, though. Come on, I mean, like, really. What did you think a person who uses a Macintosh would have the politics of?
I did not know that back in the day. That was young and naive Sign, who was honestly leaned that way anyway at the time.
Honestly, I do 100% recommend, even though Mega Tokyo is never going to finish, even though it's fucking schizophrenic, I 100% recommend reading Mega Tokyo. It's... They even sell it as a manga, by the way.
Yep,
they
I've
sell,
got one.
They sell the books as
First
mangas.
edition.
Oh, that's
Oh.
cool.
Yeah.
Love seeing cool shit like that.
What
But
I recommend...
the whole story...
was,
Yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, the whole story is literally peak weeb. It's
Oh, yeah.
guy was in the 2000s, saw anime, became a massive fucking weeb, had the opportunity to move to Japan, did it, and his friend, who only speaks in leet speak,
Yes.
just
Goes with him.
goes with them. And they just have
Can't let him
the
go by
most...
himself and get in trouble.
And they have the most shitpost weeb adventure possible, and at first, it was just him being a weeb. And then it gets revealed, actually, the reason why it's Mega Tokyo and not just Tokyo is because all of the fantasy shit that Japan
It's
put
real.
in the animes, it's real. And he finally encounters it, and then shit gets wild, you know, Leet Speak turns into a ninja hacker.
Of course.
No.
Great times.
You were
He
never
meets
supposed to know about
Junpei.
this.
Junpei, right, yeah.
They pick up the robot girl. He gets a robot girl. The girlfriend, I think, the one with the big tits was a Jav star, I want to say.
Man, those were the
Erica.
days. Strip 1.
No, alright. There was one, what was it called? Earthworld. Oh, I missed that one. It was great. Problem is, there was, oh, there was some, stuff around it.
Anyway,
Controversy.
everybody have a good night. I don't want to go to work tomorrow. Someone kill me, please.
Good days, good days. But yeah, here's strip 1.
Enjoy your work tomorrow.
Funny
You
shit.
aren't going to.
Funny shit. Alright, I think that's a good night. We should end it on this note before it becomes terrible. Because it's always going to become terrible. Because there is always